welcome in. I hope you're all doing okay. That font is fucking awful. I'm screaming. Yeah, it's there a bit prematurely. I actually didn't mean to have that there yet. I was gonna talk a little before throwing that on screen, but it's already there. Yeah, this is a spoiler zone for the FNAF 2 movie. Bro, got that Windows Microsoft Office Word 2006 Type B. I have to grab your attention so you know. I had to make the text flaming so you don't miss it. And I hope you're all doing well today. I hope life is treating you okay. Some of you may have noticed in between this stream and last stream, we hit a big milestone over on YouTube. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Ah!
Hi.
Hi! Welcome in! I'm really awkward about this kind of thing, I feel like. But thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot. I really love VTubing, and it's given me a lot of, like, motivation that I didn't have before. So I'm really happy to do it. And I want to keep getting better at streaming, singing, editing, all the things I do. So I hope you'll stick around to watch. I left a bit of a longer statement in my Discord server, subtle plug, but I just wanted to start by saying thank you. So thank you. No, the music stopped! No, come back, please! I feel like I'm really awkward with this kind of thing, but thank you. The music stopping did not help me. Hi, welcome in everyone. Welcome in. Why is she so cute? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I think maybe I'm better at typing my words because then I can overthink them as much as I want before saying them out loud. Hello, Stud Crow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. But yes. Thank you. I am surprised it happened as quickly as it did, but I'm really grateful. But let's get on to the important stuff, like the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. Absolute cinema. Well-deserved milestone. Thank you, thank you. I have actually a document pulled up. A somewhat long document of all the things I wanted to say in regards to the Five Nights at Freddy movie. I wrote down a lot. I tried to write down as much as I could think of. Your growth is like such a big sense of serotonin for me. I'm glad. I hope we can keep growing and growing. I'm like climbing. So then I'll be like a mountain goat. Can I be considered a mountain goat if I get enough milestones? Is that how that works? Or am I pushing it too much? I'm not a domestic goat, guys. I'm not just a farm goat. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that. I need to have a heart-to-heart with you, and we need to understand that. I'm better than that. And I'm not insecure either. I'm not insecure about the kind of goat I am. And if you want to know what kind, you don't get to know. You want specifics? You don't get any. Devil goat, that's all you get. Oh, but what kind of goat is in the devil? Don't ask too many questions. I'm currently at work and on break. Hell yeah. I hope you enjoy your break. I hope you actually get to, like, rest and relax before going back in. Mora Boner Crowley. This is accurate. Oh, it is. Oh, it is it now? Oh. Mora Mountain Goat Crowley. Yes, yes. And mountain, because it starts with an M, it makes a nice alliteration. Mora mountain goat. Wait, Mora mountain golden brain goat. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm pushing it. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Listen to this. I just finished my can. First can down. Mora mountain molden rain moner rally. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah, I see the vision. We can make it work. We can make this work. Yeah. Not too bad. All right, where should I begin talking about the FNAF movie? Let me sip on my empty can. There's really nothing in here. I'm just really trying to get every little drop. Crunch the can? Oh, I'll crunch the can for you. Let me put it up to the mic. I've torn this shit to shreds. Oh, there we go. There are several holes in the can now. I'm gonna throw that in the trash can. Okay, I threw that away. It's gone now. Peak ASMR, let's go. ASMR stream I never paid for. Yes, it is. Start with the bang. Oh, more like a crunch. Start with the crunch. You know, that's really like, I feel like in theme for Five Nights at Freddy's too, with the whole bite of 87, you know? If she chomped that can, I'd legit buy that shit. Oh, you know I love to eat a good can. You know I love to eat a good can. That shit's like my bubble gum. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm getting really distracted. There's like really loud police sirens. Oh my god, is that an ambulance? What is going on? Wait. Oh my god, I think there's an ambulance on my street. Can you hear it? Oh my god. Well, I hope whoever it's for is okay. Okay, sorry, that just really distracted me. That really distracted me. Maybe they coming to get you. Yeah, they heard that I like to eat cans and then immediately sent an ambulance my way. That's not right, they said. Hi, hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. You got too silly, now they coming to get you. They're coming to get me, I sillied too hard. Now they're gonna take me away. Holy fucking shit, Mora, look at the item shop. Wait, let me go, I'm gonna look it up online. I'm not gonna open Fortnite, let me look up the Fortnite item shop today. What is in here that's... Why is there so many furries? Wait, what's going on? Is that what you wanted me to see? What am I supposed to be looking at? They added you. No, what do you mean they added me? That's scary. What do you mean by that? Wait, I see My Hero Academia is in shop right now. Wolfie. That is a furry! That looks like Roxanne Wolf. No, that is not me. No, you know what? Let me can I show this to you? Is that possible? It's just a furry. I want you to know that. That's all it is. Oh my god, Mangle's still on the screen. I haven't removed her. I haven't. That's still there. I didn't plan to go on this screen today. Mangle jump scare. There we go. This is all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. This is just a furry. That's all it is. There is nothing in common I have with that skin whatsoever. The description says the furriest fan in the world. I'm getting this shit off my screen. That's literally Mangle from the FNAF at the 2 movie. Oh my god. Saw that on the front page and thought of you. Why would you do that? Why? Why? What correlation? What correlation was there? I can't see it. Dude, I still hear the ambulance. I hear there's still sounds. Check your mailbox. What like the one outside of my house? Or like what do you mean check my mailbox? Even less Sublime never tells me to check my mailbox. I don't want them to tell me to check my mailbox. That's not a good thing. That's not good. That's not good. Though, speaking of Mangle, maybe this will be the first point I go on. One of the best scenes in the movie, if not the best scene, the strongest scene in the movie. I have already seen people making GIFs of the scene and posting it around. There is a scene where Mangle is there. The animatronic I was most excited to see, of course. Of course. Mangle gets on the car of Vanessa. Vanessa's car. It gets on her fucking car. The Mangle is on the car. Like, you remember when we played The Secret of the Mimic, the Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, and the Mimic is like on your fucking car attacking you? Yeah, the Mangle does that. The Mangle does that. It gets on the car and it starts fucking stabbing through the windshield. It was crazy. Vanessa drives off the road and then Mangle is stabbing through the windshield trying to grab her and shit. She decides she can't get it off and she can't get out of the car because the Mangle, you know, has really long limbs. It just keeps reaching her. So she keeps driving the car. She keeps driving the car, right? And she knows the location of Toy Freddy because it was given to her. She has a tracker and she knows the location. So she drives into the fucking house. She drives in front of the fucking house and flings Mangle through the house's window into Toy Freddy. And there is like 3 different angles. There is like 3 different shots of Mangle fucking flying through a window. Just soaring through a window. Absolutely beautiful. It was amazing. That sequence was kinda hot, can't lie. Yeah, it was kind of really awesome. It was fucking crazy. I was already really looking forward to seeing Mangle. Like, that was the animatronic I was most excited for that I knew we would definitely see in the second movie. So when Mangle was on the car, I was so hyped. I was like, no way we get a car crash scene with the Mangle. Mangle got fucked up. Mangle did get fucked up. Mangle got launched through a window into another animatronic. The best scene in the movie is when the withered animatronic showed up and said, "We are FNAF." Dude, that's so true. That is what the ending was. I'll talk more about the ending, but that's basically what it was. Oh my god, there's so much I want to get into. There's so much I have to say. Mint, check your Fortnite, lol. Sorry, was typing. Okay, wait, yeah, let me check my Fortnite. I'm afraid to do it, but I'll check my Fortnite because you said so. And then we can keep talking about the Five Nights at Freddy movie. Sorry for the mild interruption, guys. I need to open Fortnite. This is stupid. This is so stupid. But that ending was what the fuck, bro? One of the worst movies of all time. It wasn't that bad, but the ending was pretty bad. Yeah. I'll get into it. Let me open Fortnite first. This is so embarrassing. So I'll talk about my opinions on Five Nights at Freddy's. Just give me a second to open Fortnite. I'm literally 11 years old. Like, what is happening? Oh god. Should we talk about the ending? I feel so out of order to do the ending first, but perhaps we do. Oh my god, there's Mangle. Oh my god, it's Mangle. Okay, let me... Oh my... Oh. Okay, I'm opening Fortnite. I've opened Fortnite. Is this really what we're doing? Is this... Did you really? Did you really? Why? Why? Why would you spend money on this? Why? Why would you spend money on this? I don't want the furry. Mangle, are you seeing this shit? Well, for the stream about FNAF, we get our very own Roxanne Wolf skin. Yay! Why? Why would you spend money on this? Yo, is that Mora Crowley in Fortnite? No. No, it's not me. It's not me. Chat, she DM'd me and Cash Apped me $12 and told me to gift it so she could clip farm. This is false news! This is fake information! This isn't true! I will sue you! This is defamation! This is defamation! I did not want the furry skin. Ignore the Mangle on the screen. Ignore the little baby Mangle on the screen. I didn't want that. Wow. Wow. Should we make her do a little dance? Yeah, do something funny. Whoa, 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 no, whoa, 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 whoa. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough. She's gone. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. I had to get rid of her. She's making the stream too hot. I'm not a furry, by the way. If anyone was getting that impression, you're wrong. So if you called me one, that's defamation, because you know I'm not. And I can sue you for that. When are they adding FNAF to Fortnite? What do you mean? They just added Roxanne Wolf. Didn't you see? Do I really deserve that? Do I really deserve that? Do I really deserve that? Oh my god. Where some of the FNAF maps on Fortnite are so goofy, fun, silly. Wait, that's true. I've done, like... The only thing I've done that's FNAF related on Fortnite that I can think of off the top of my head is I did like a prop hunt. A Fortnite FNAF prop hunt game. Good god. We're getting so lost. Fortnite FNAF prop hunt game. We're getting so lost. I'm so lost. Mona Crowley, you're my favorite, lol cow. I almost said thank you because I read you're my favorite. I'm not gonna say thank you to that. Hitting the gritty in a Bonnie mask is so fucking smexy. I wish they'd add FNAF to Fortnite. I wish they would. They really should. They really should. I know I am by far not the first person to say this. I bet by now millions of people have asked. I bet millions of people are asking. A lot of people are, though. I'm kind of surprised they haven't. I don't know why they haven't, other than, like, maybe licensing issues. Or maybe it's just taking a long time to implement. You're my favorite furry, Mora. I'm going to ban you. I'm going to ban you. Upvotes this post on Reddit. I'm going to ban you! You're gonna get banned! This isn't right. This is defamation. To all my furries watching, I have nothing against you. I have nothing against you. And I'm just not one of you. You're my favorite member of FaZe Clan, Mora. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do not associate me with them. No. Mora is my fave menu item at my local Caribbean food place. Wait, no, wait, no. Like, I'm tasty, but don't eat me. I'm tasty, but don't eat me. At least not too much of me. I have so much more I need to do. I have so much more I need to accomplish. Thank you for the follow, Thor's Bussy. I don't know why the sound didn't go off, but welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Alright, back to the FNAF movie. Back to very serious business. Dude, I have so much written down. I don't even know where to start. I, like, tried to order it, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, yeah, the first thing I wrote... Or, what should we start with? Start from the top. Start from the top. Okay. Imagine me, like, flipping through, like, pages of notes right now. Wait. Give me a second. Wait, I'm gonna grab something. Alright, let's start talking about the FNAF movie. Let me just get out my notes. Let me just... I have so much written down here. I don't even know where to start with all these notes I have. Can you hear the fat pages of my fat notes? Oh, thank you for the glasses. I was having trouble reading them. My notes, that is. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Thor has come to bless the goat. Thunderplap! Thank you so much. Your presence is much appreciated, Thor's Blissy. Alright, now that I've gone through my notes. First thing I wrote down was that I think they did the best they could with the plot. I think they did the best they could with the plot because if I were to watch the movie, if I were to, like, not know anything about, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's lore or anything, and I had watched the first movie, I go into the second movie, and it's like, okay, how are they gonna raise the stakes? How are they gonna amp it up from the last movie? How did they make this one more intense than the last movie? Oh, there's another FNAF franchise location. There's just another building. There's another building with more animatronics. Objectively, like, that is stupid. I would be mad if I didn't, like, already know that the games are actually that stupid. Because that is such, like, a cheap way to extend the story. Is like, oh, there's just another location. There's just another one. And there's more animatronics at the other one. But that's just actually... that's actually the plot. So I really think they handled it the best they could. And I like how they use the river, like the river ride, as a point of contention. Of, like, this moment of realization for multiple characters of, like, river ride. For Vanessa, that means she knows immediately what location they're talking about. But when Mike first heard that, river ride, he's thinking, there's not a river ride, because he doesn't even know that exists. I thought they went about it in a way that was not that bad. I think they handled it the best they could. It's a silly way to extend the plot, but I think they did it in the best way they could. It's like a sister location, dude. Dude, you're so right. You're so right. In honor of FNAF 2 movie, we should get 4 hours of FNAF Custom Night by Maura Crowley. Oh god. I could not do that. That would be so bad. I forgot Circus Baby was just there. Yeah, that was crazy. In that dream sequence, where, yeah, Vanessa's running around, opens the wardrobe or cabinet or closet or whatever it is, and then Circus Baby's just there. 7 feet, pure baby. 7 feet of pure baby. I was not expecting that, absolutely not. I was shocked. And you really can't tell how big it is in the movie because you don't see a human in relation to it. You just kind of see the camera pointed up. You kind of get like a POV view of it. But one of the actresses, I don't remember her name, took a picture with the animatronic with Circus Baby. It's huge. It is massive. That thing is huge. It is big. Huge. You started stream while I was gone. How dare you, Soph? I'm sorry. But welcome in, Sky. Welcome in. No, because in the game, she dies from baby before any of the games take place. Yeah, the story of the movies does slightly differ from the games to some extent. I'm like, bro, surely you can save that for future considering you're defo expecting more movies. Honestly, I kind of like that they showed it. I think it shows real intention to keep going. Cause they made that animatronic to show it for a maximum of like 3 seconds. They're definitely planning to make more. I'm excited to see Ballora, how they make that animatronic. I'm excited to see that motherfucker move. That one will be a really interesting one to see that one move around. But yeah, I have seen some arguments about how the games and the movies differ a bit in story. But for one, the games don't explicitly tell you a lot. For some things, they don't explicitly give you every piece of information. A lot of it is like just popular headcanons. I also just don't think it's that big of a deal for the another reason, because it wouldn't be the first time there was an alternate universe for Five Nights at Freddy's because of the novels. There's stuff that happens in the novels that's different from the games, and vice versa. So it would be the third FNAF universe. The puppet was low-key disappointing to me. I was expecting to see way more of her animatronicness than people possessing stuff. Yes, I wrote that down. That is actually one of the points I wrote down. Let me see what I actually wrote. Dude, I wrote way too much. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I just wrote, why does the marionette change faces? Obviously, I get why. It is to show who is being possessed at that moment, but I was not a fan of that creative choice. I personally did not like that creative choice. I wish the puppet didn't change faces. Yeah, come on, she's legit the scariest puppet in the film, and then they're 5 shots, take it or leave it. Yeah, I agree. The puppet is a haunting-looking creature. I don't know if it's considered an animatronic or a plush or what the fuck it is, but the puppet is really one of the most interesting looking ones, and I think it is such a shame that for, majority of the movie, it's someone dressed up as the puppet rather than just it being the puppet. Or the marionette. No, because why was the first time I see the puppet on screen, she has a bust down. I get that they wanted to show, who was being possessed. I get why. I don't like how they did it. I feel surely there could have been a better way to do it. I would have even preferred if they just wore the mask, but you could still see their hair. I just think the puppet's face, the marionette's face is important. It's scary. That one jump scare where the puppet possesses Abby, that one was scary. I really liked that jump scare, and I like how it moves with no wobble, just straight into the screen like the actual jump scare in game. And it was scary, and it worked. That shit caught me so off guard. Go, hello PipZX, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's an interesting concept, but like they can do so much more with it. Yeah, I get what they were going for. And I understand, especially later in the movie, why you need to know who's being possessed. But yeah, I just don't like the way they did it. Yeah. I'm glad we all agree on that point. I don't think the puppet needed to be like a lady in face paint all the time, because that's what it was, like 90% of the time, was a person in face paint. It would have been cool to show it in some other physical way while still having the marionette keep its iconic appearance. Let's see. Going through my notes. Should I like keep making the book sound? Wait. Does that really even sound like anything when I'm doing that? Sifting. Yeah, this is kind of an overall note. The animatronics looked fucking awesome. The animatronics sounds like you farting, low-key. Okay, I'm not doing that ever again. Hot as fuck. No, I'm not doing that ever again. I'm not doing that ever again. I'm putting the book down. I'm not picking that up anymore. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that anymore. I'm not picking it up anymore. We're done with that bit. No more. That convinced me. FNAF 2. My stupid Chet sister goes to evil child murder building even though I told her not to because she has no friends. That's the power of having no friends. It'll make you do crazy stuff. The animatronics were amazing. I agree. Whoever made them did an amazing job. I didn't know exactly, you know, which all animatronics we'd see, but I was so hyped. I was so excited when Mike climbed into the building, turns on his flashlight, and you see all the withered ones up in a row. They looked so good. I think those were my favorite that they showed in the movie, the FNAF 2 movie, was the withered animatronics, especially Bonnie and Chica. They looked so good. They looked incredible. I was so excited just to see how they made them. Like the Bonnie missing all of his face except for his bottom jaw. So especially when they started moving around, oh my god. I was so excited to see them moving around and in motion. Again, I have massive beef with the final animatronic v animatronic scene, but like in terms of look and shit, fucking fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looked incredible, as stupid as it looked when, you know, Chica went behind Toy Chica and looked very evil before killing her. Made a very evil and mean facial expression. Whenever the animatronics make facial expressions, it's hard to take seriously. It looks so silly. When they get like angry eyebrows. Like, oh, who's angry? Someone's angry. When he murked Balloon Boy, I was rolling on the floor. I loved Balloon Boy. I loved the scene where, I believe this one was Mike. Mike falls into the little river in the river ride, and you just see Balloon Boy's propeller spinning above the water, slowly coming closer. I loved that. I loved that so much. Also, something that made me almost laugh out loud in the theater also happened with the river ride. Literally any time someone got near the river ride, they fell in. Every single time characters were walking next to it, someone would fall in. There was Looney Tunes amounts of falling and crawling in that movie. Because one of the guys, and what are they called? Like, they're called like, I don't know, the people, the camera crew that shows scary stuff. One of the guys from the camera crew falls into the river, in the river ride. And a bunch of tiny little marionettes, tiny little puppets, little tiny marionettes start going towards him and eat him like piranhas. That almost made me laugh out loud. When you leave this, you look down and there's like 30 little marionettes. And then the water just turns red. It was so funny. It was so funny. I couldn't take it seriously. It was so funny. I gotta head out, so do me a favor and enjoy your holiday. Thank you! Thank you for coming, Danshot TSS. I hope you enjoyed your stay. But that actually, it was really funny to me. Dude, the har made me audibly laugh so fucking hard. Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was really good. When they're looking around the Five Nights at Freddy's building, they're looking around the Freddy's franchise location. Mike is trying to find something to give to Abby so she'll feel better about the animatronics not being there. Or not being, like, active. Picks up the bear, pushes on it. Har, 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 har. My favorite part about it is he picks up the Freddy plush, goes, yeah, maybe this one. Presses on it, it starts singing, and he goes, ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not this one. And puts it back down. I love that. That was really funny. Bing Bong cameo just to piss Mora off in the next movie. Yeah, Bing Bong starts climbing around in the vents. It won't even make sense. He'll just be at 0.1% transparency in the darkness next to Springtrap. Wait, you're right. That could be fire. That could be fire. Can we get the paper plate gang? Yes! I want literally every animatronic to make an appearance. All of them. Including the paper plate gang. Everything from FNAF World. Their, like, ability to adapt things fans want to see, and the story is insane. Is it, like, good anyways? No, but it's so fucking so good. Yeah, it's just so good. It's so good when you don't take it too seriously. The Mimic is in the next one for some fucking reason. Yeah, you know, they're having fun just putting the animatronics wherever. We already got Circus Baby in the second movie. They can do anything. They'll do anything. I mean, it's already crazy that in the first movie we had Vanessa. It makes sense though to me. They have to tell the story differently. Because the way the games work is they like bounce around through time, but you can't do that in the movies as well. They're trying to tell more of like a beginning to end story. That sounded so stupid, I'm so sorry. Bounce around through time. We're like brother is just improvising. This is true. This is true. But now that all those games are out, they have to somehow put all that improvisation. Is that how you would say that word? They have to make that all coherent and happen one after another. Like discovering all the information one after another. Can't wait for FNAF World the movie. I want to play FNAF World again. That would be so awesome, FNAF World movie. We have to get there. We have to get that far. Keep buying tickets. We have to make it to FNAF World. We have to make it to FNAF World. You could bounce around through time if you wanted to make it thought-provoking and avant-garde. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess. I just feel like movies generally tend to avoid bouncing through time too much, because then you have to, like, have some form of stylization that shows when time is moving. Otherwise, the audience won't know when you jumped or bounced in time. You have to like make it really obvious. Like with the FNAF movie, when it first starts, it just says the year on screen. It just says the year. And then we go, after that one scene, we go back to normal time. We need to make it to Secrets of the Mimic. Yes, exactly. We need to make it to Secrets of the Mimic. We have to. Then I could really give my knowledge, you know, as a someone who's done a full playthrough, or we could say the 98% playthrough because my game got bugged at the end and I couldn't finish it because it wouldn't let me. Look at the films we're getting, brother. I don't think they could make it that deep. Honestly, I kind of like that it's silly. I've said this about the first movie too, but I like that it's silly and that it's not too serious. And some stuff is just kind of funny for the sake of it being funny. For example, the teacher, Abby's teacher, he's just an asshole for no fucking reason. He is just cartoonishly evil. Just for no reason, but I think it makes the movie like funnier and more rewarding when Chica kills him. It's the Dig Dug lady from YouTube Shorts. Hi, how are you? Hello, welcome in the Iron Empoleon. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Let me take off my hoodie. I'm getting kind of hot. That's how I'm doing. Good and kind of hot. Wait, I almost got it off. There we go, there we go. I'm free. I'm free. Hell yeah. I'm good. I discovered you from the Dig Dug Shorts. Hell yeah. Happy to hear it. I'm happy with how well that one did. Seems like a lot of people really like Dig Dug out there. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really funny that, you know, in the short, I am talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, actually. I'm talking about Five Nights at Freddy's in the short. Specifically, Five Nights at Freddy's and inflation. But, like, I'd say 80 to 90% of the comments are about Dig Dug, and I love that. I love that. It's wholesome. Wholesome Dig Dug Chungus. But aren't you always kind of hot? That's right. Up top, up top. I have not watched the movie, but I'm probably not gonna for a while until FNAF World comes out. I'll consider it in 2030. Oh yeah, that makes sense. No, I understand where you're coming from. It just, I don't know if I don't know if it'll be worth watching all of it if FNAF World, the movie, isn't out yet. There's so much more to look forward to. But I'm 3 bowls of microplastics deep and I'm all out of milk. Oh no! You're gonna have to just start swallowing the microplastics whole, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to start, like, smushing them into balls. You're gonna have to start swallowing them like pills, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to start... You're gonna have to start taking them like capsules if you want your daily microplastics intake. Otherwise, you won't get enough. You're hot? I thought your name is Maura Crowley. This is true. A good point to consider. Let me go grab a drink real quick. I'm gonna go grab another Diet Coke real quick, and then I will keep talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me find my text. It's gonna be under it, isn't it? Oh my god. You can't read that, can you? Wait, okay, we have to remove that real quick. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll try to be fast. Alright, I'm back. Let's put everything back to as it was. Let's fix everything. Oh right, I have my next can. Open your ears for me, everyone. All my devotees, open your ears for the first can crack of the day. If you would like, you may rank my can crack from a scale from 0 to 10. And I'm happier the closer to 10 it is. Alright. In 3, 2, 1. I think that was really good. I think that was a really good one. Was it good for you guys? I thought that one was really good. $7.5 out of 10. Okay. 8 out of 10. Nice. 7.8 max. Okay. On the higher side, nothing amazing. Not quite show-stopping, but pretty good. We take those. I'm gonna soldier up and just get the start microplastic maxing. Thank you for the support. I believe in you. Gambare. Eat the microplastics. If you eat the microplastics, then the animals on our beautiful green earth won't have to. Do the right thing and eat more microplastics as much as you can. That's right. Very good. 9 out of 10. Ooh! That's what I like to hear. Moist Critical speaks of FNAF 2, shaking my head. Mora Crowley speaks of FNAF 2, nodders. Yeah, we sit down and listen when the goat gives her opinion on the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. That's right. I told my wife I'll eat her microplastics. She told me not to make fun of her tits. She divorced me too. Aw. That's no good. Guess that little comment didn't go over well. I will become Jesus, but for microplastics. Yes! That's what you need to do. Become a martyr for the animals of our beautiful green earth. Eat all the plastic for them. That's why I eat so much garbage. That's why I eat so much aluminum. If you eat enough microplastics, does that mean you become an action figure? Oh, dude, imagine you get like an outer coating, a plastic outer coating. So then you're like kind of hard on the outside. It's like, I think Asmongold said this. It's like when he doesn't shower long enough, he builds like dirt. So much dirt, it becomes like armor. I bet you could do that with like microplastics. If you eat enough microplastics, you could get like plastic armor coming out of your body. Plastic will start like growing out of your dermis. It'll start growing out of your skin. You're gonna start secreting plastic. Does that sound cool? Lend me your power, everyone! Imagine me doing like the thing Eleven does in Stranger Things, where she just like puts her palm out, she puts her hands out and just like yells, "Ah!" Ah! You're just like the bone guy in Naruto. Whoa! This is the realistic version of that. It's just eating so many microplastics that your body starts being able to process it, and it becomes part of you. I mean, if your body can't digest the microplastic, it has to go somewhere. Why can't it be the armor outside your skin? Eat microplastics to turn into an X-Men action figure. Oh my god, I could become a... I could finally become like a doll. I could become like an anime figure if I became all plastic. And someone could put me in a jar and keep me forever and take good care of me, right? That's what would happen. I'd be well taken care of. If I was made of plastic and I was an anime figure, you'd take good care of me, right? You wouldn't do anything weird to me. You would take good care of me. Would you pat my head? Mr. Stark, I don't want to eat microplastics. Think about the animals! You have to! Do you want the turtles to eat the microplastics? What's wrong with you? If you don't eat more microplastics, you hate animals. You hate animals and you want every animal to go extinct. All of them. Every animal. All of them. If you become a doll, I'm just throwing you to my dogs as their new chew toy. No! What? Well, I guess I'd get attention. I mean, it may hurt, but I guess they'd enjoy being around me. Would I feel it? Maybe I wouldn't feel it. Maybe if I eat enough plastic, I won't even be able to feel pain. It would be an excruciating pain. No. What if I eat enough plastic? What if I eat enough plastic? So it's such a... like, I'm like all plastic. All plastic. My pain, my nerves, they're made of plastic now. How is it going to hurt? How is it going to hurt when my nerves have been replaced with plastic? How is it gonna work when I'm all plastic? More, I'm sorry, but that's where the first Rule 34 entry would come from. No, take good care of me. Take good care of me. No upskirt shots of the anime figure. I started a mission to ask as many VTubers as possible about microplastics, but the joke quickly turned on me as every single one has risen to the challenge, and I've learned a lot. Wow, that's kind of beautiful, actually. Wow, that's so beautiful. Everyone's so willing to embrace it. What a beautiful community. A beautiful community full of microplastics. Yum. If everything is plastic, are you even alive anymore? Ooh. That's a good question. When do I stop being alive? What if my brain isn't plastic, but everything else is plastic? What then? How much plastic before I am no longer sentient, you know? Microplastics are already in our blood, so why not rise to the challenge? Exactly. We can do this right now. This is realistic. This is clearly realistic. She becomes a living doll. That'd be kind of awesome. I'm not joking, all of you guys have taken it in your stride and destroyed my mission. I low-key had to change my approach. Wow! That's awesome. You have to completely change your approach. That's funny. They just take it so well. They take eating microplastics so well. What can I say? We love our microplastics. No, wait, you'll turn into Chucky. Wait, that's exactly what would happen, yeah. That's what would happen. There's the answer. That's what I would want it to be like. Where I still have, like, my brain, but I can still do stuff, and I'm made out of plastic. Yeah, that's the move. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. VTuber supremacy confirmed. All based on they are open to eating microplastics. I'll take it. Shout out. We're gonna save the world. We're gonna eat so many microplastics together. We'll save the world. Let me write this concept down. Yeah, write this down. Write this down. Let me take a sip of my drink. I say after taking a sip of my drink. I need more. I need more. Alright. This is where I would start flipping open the book again, but since I was told it sounded like a fart, I'm not going to do it. I'll just get to my next point. I have said I'm 3 bowls of microplastics deep, and I'm all out of milk to like 40 of Toy Guys over the past week, and the joke has been thrown back in my face. Gotta take my hat off to you lot. That's how you know we're doing well. Me when I can't hear my comfort streamer fart anymore. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to rewatch it. You're just gonna have to go back and really savor those few times that it happened. The goat's thirst knows no bounds. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh yeah, one of my notes is this was probably my biggest complaint for the whole movie. This was probably, if I could change one thing about the FNAF 2 movie and give them this note for the 3rd one too that they are inevitably going to make. I don't know who's writing the dialogue. I don't know if it's Scott Cawthon, but can they please, they need another dialogue writer. They need help. They need they need more opinions on the dialogue. The dialogue is at times so corny. It is so corny at times. It's bad at times. So I'm gonna apologize to the VTubers community. I didn't know you guys were chill like that. That's right. Round of applause. We did it. Cleared our names. Round of applause. Based off of microplastics. I want to see what's going on in your head. Yes! That was one of the lines I really didn't like, because literally the first time that line is delivered, you know exactly where it's going. It is cheesy, it is corny. When she says it, you know exactly what's going to happen, and they still decide to repeat it like 3 times for some reason. It wasn't clever the first time, so I don't know why they repeated it 2 more times. Like, I also wrote down, this is something the child Vanessa says. So like an 11-year-old. The child Vanessa says this to Charlie at the beginning. Charlie is waiting for the marionette to come out on stage. She really likes the marionette. And little Vanessa, child Vanessa goes, "You don't need to wait here. I mean, that thing's not like your spirit parent." And I'm thinking, what child uses that phrasing? Spirit parent? What kid talks like that? Like, this thing isn't your family or spirit parent or whatever you think it is. What kid talks like that? What fucking child says spirit parent? Exactly! And that is what, like, one of the first scenes. That is the first scene of the movie. Charlotte would be like, "What? I'm 7. Exactly! She'd be like, "What does that mean?" The fuck is a spirit parent? Yeah, actually, I think they're even younger. Was Charlotte 7? It was just weird. Salute! Welcome in, False Review! Welcome in, YouTube chat! I hope you're doing well! Joey Joker 16, howdy, I'm just browsing through the just chatting section and I found these interesting streams, so I hope your day in stream is going well. Thank you! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well! Thank you! But yeah, I noticed, that threw me off immediately. Because that's the first scene. That threw me off immediately, was the dialogue. And then, you know, the actors and actresses, they really did their best with it. Like, they really did their best with it. Like, also going back to the dream sequence scene. The dream sequence scene with Vanessa, you know, her dad, William Afton, comes back in, and the dialogue for him in that scene, like the whole dream sequence, it was rough. He delivered it the best he could. I wholeheartedly think he delivered this line the best a human could possibly deliver, but there is no way to yell, "You shall be mine," without sounding a little stupid. It's just a cornball line. It's just a cheesy line. Because why shall? Like, why was it written that way? Just say you will be mine, or I'll make it. I'll fucking make sure you're mine. Like, what just? It's just I didn't like it. Again, he delivered it the best he could. But I still thought to myself, why did they write it like that? I shall spring my trap on you! That's actually what he's gonna say next movie. I'm not like that, not even a joke. Not even a joke. I wouldn't doubt it. I do not doubt that Mike Schmidt walks into the building. William Afton walks behind him. I shall spring my trap on you! I don't doubt it. That actually sounds like something that would be said. He was probably like, what? Why did you make my line so stupid? Just say the goddamn line! Fine, yeah. Again, they really delivered these lines the best they could. Their intonation and delivery was really good, but you also just like, you can't help but be like, why was it written like that? And be like, well, that's a little weird. Yeah, because what child says spirit parent? How did she know what that meant? Who told her that? What? This isn't the 80s, by the way. This is in the 1980s. I'm the man who was responsible for the aforementioned slaughter, indubitably! Yeah, that's what he would say. Type shit. That is what he'd say. And yeah, going back to this line... Oh, did my video end? Oh my god, wait. I actually watched the entire... My music, it went away. I watched the entire video. The video is like an hour long. And I've been streaming for over an hour, so it turned off. Let me get it back. There we go, okay. Imagine not setting a YouTube video to loop. Wait, you can do that? Wait, how do I do that? Wait, how do I do that? Wait, this is tech. How do you do that? Brother, are you deadass? How do you... Wait, right? What do you mean, right click? Oh my god. I didn't know you could do that. This is a game changer, guys. This is a game changer for more Crowley streams. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, by the way. Just hit that, by the way. No, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that. Pity. Thank you for the 100 pity bits. I'm so stupid. We take that. We take that. It only took you 1K subs to realize that. Yeah, it only took me years of streaming to realize that. That's... I mean, how do you know that? How did you guys discover that? How was I supposed to know about that? Who told you about that? Was there a YouTube school I missed? By right-clicking? Do you just right-click everything to see what happens? It's always been there. But how'd you know? IDK, we're not stupid, but how'd you know? How'd you know? If it's a video, you must right-click to try and download it. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much today. Yeah. Yeah, the dialogue in certain parts was pretty grim, though. It wasn't awful. Like, it wasn't awful. It would just be like every few scenes, someone would say something that was like kind of weird. That's like, humans don't talk like that. Like, people don't speak like that. I feel like, yeah, they should definitely have maybe another person looking at the lines to assess, do people speak like that? This is why we hashtag love Laura Crowley. That's right, that's right. Oh, you guys talking about FNAF bear noises? That's right, yup. That's on har 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 har. Har 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 har. Did you know if you hit your computer with a rock, it breaks? Stay tuned for more tips and tricks. Honestly, with my weak little goat arms, it probably wouldn't break. The FNAF movies are basically written like a fanfiction, but in the best way possible, I think, lol. That's a great way to put it. You're right. You're right. I was thinking it felt like almost someone younger had written it. And I think that is a really good way to phrase that. It feels like it was written, yeah, by like a fan fiction writer. It is written like a fan fiction. I think from a scriptwriter point of view, they are really trying to match the obviousness and clichéness of the story. That's also true. FNAF is a very silly thing. That's actually one of the notes I even wrote down was don't take it too seriously. Because I think you lose when you try to take it too seriously. For example, like, there are scenes that are inherently silly and they just need to be. They need to be. They're supposed to be. It's not even meant to be serious, I feel like. Like, the scene I think of, for example, that I don't... Like, it was, you know... I don't know if you could even consider it a dramatic scene. But I consider this way more of a funny scene, and I think it was intended to be more of a funny scene than, like, a serious one. With the teacher, Abby's teacher, when he gets attacked by Toy Chica. Like, I don't even think that was meant to be very serious. I mean, I said this earlier, Looney Tunes ass movement. He gets pulled in through the window of the door, falls on the ground. He crawls for over like 5 seconds. He won't fucking stand up. It's the shit you kind of like, the kind of thing you yell at the screen for. Like, oh my god, stand up! Get off the ground, you bumbling idiot! Get up! He has to like grab a filing cabinet to finally get up. And then not even 5 seconds later, almost immediately, he trips and falls on another object that's in the room. And then falls again. And he's crawling again. He's crawling for the second time. And he is now poorly hidden, half under a table, it looks like, and half not. It would be like his legs were sticking out. I don't think in any capacity that any of that was meant to be serious. Like, there is no way that was meant to be like a seriously tense scene. I think it was more meant to be tense somewhat, but more silly than anything. Because yeah, Chica just turns on her little flashlight eyes so she can see in the dark room and just fucking grabs him. Grabs him and then crushes his head. Really, the worst part of that scene was the repeating of the line of, oh, so that's what was going on in your head. As I expected, there's nothing in there. like, ah, yeah, we saw that coming. Yeah. When the animatronic says, I just want to see what's going on inside his head, it's just, you immediately knew that meant Chica was gonna go crush his head. I wish they did not repeat that line like 3 times. But overall, I did really like that scene. That scene was really good, except for that. Except for that line at the end. However, I think if you were trying to take the movie 100% seriously to be this dramatic tale about children going missing and dying, you would hate that scene because it's so unserious and it's stupid the way he keeps falling over and won't get up and the half-assed way he hides. But I don't think, yeah, like I said, I don't think it's meant to be taken that seriously, and it would take away the enjoyment if you did try to look into it that hard. Certain things I also feel like in shows and movies aren't meant to make sense and are more happening for the sake of being entertaining for the audience, more so than trying to make sense. After a certain point, everything becomes a fan fiction. This is true, this is true. I also think it applies because, I mentioned this earlier as well, it is an alternate universe to some extent. Some things seem to be different from the games. Though, on some things it's kind of hard to say, because a lot of game knowledge is like headcanons, and just popular headcanons. Can someone be any more stupid? Yeah, like, oh my god, I can't imagine, like, taking that scene seriously. You'd be pissed. Like, why won't he get up? Why won't he get up? Oh my god, he fell again! This idiot! Oh, he's not even hiding! What's wrong with him? Does he want to die? Not gonna lie, the best thing about the movie is how they made the marionette much more terrifying because it hunts because it needs a vessel, not because it wants to kill you. Yeah, that was a really interesting point that made the marionette different than any other animatronic. It's not just killing for killing's sake, it specifically needed a vessel to move around more and actually do things. I like the scene where Freddy says, "I'm gonna do to you what Taco Bell did to Mexican food." What does that mean? What does that mean? What could you possibly mean by that? I like how they tried so hard to make the Balloon Boy so menacing, but he just looks so funny to me. Balloon Boy just T-posing while trying to kill them. that was so funny. When they kill Balloon Boy, it is so funny. It was so funny because Mike was just fed up. He was just fed up. Ripped his head off. Balloon Boy dying was hilarious. That was probably the second best animatronic death, followed by Mangle. Mangle was my favorite. Mangle being launched through the window was my favorite. My second favorite is probably Balloon Boy getting his head torn off. I also love how in that scene, how they integrated the game mechanics. I love when they have those little moments of like really showing like the gameplay in the movie. Like, I mean, it's a corny line, obviously, when he looks at the, you know, mask and goes, "Oh, surely this isn't gonna work." But I got so excited! That cheesy line hit for me. I will say, that cheesy line did hit for me. Because I was like, yes, we're actually gonna see him do it. We're actually gonna see him sit at the computer and put up the mask. And I love the commentary he gives of, what do you mean there isn't doors? Why didn't they put doors? Because logistically it doesn't make sense that there isn't doors. Yeah, he's right. Why isn't there doors? Literally the only reason there isn't doors was because the second game needed to somehow be harder than the first. So I really like that he points out how nonsensical it is, that there just isn't doors. He's like, he points it out twice. That's I think my favorite part about it, is it's not even a one-off comment. He's like, wait, seriously, there's actually no doors? And you know, he was kind of a beast. Mike was kind of a beast. He didn't even use the lights. He didn't even use the lights. He only put up the mask. He only put up the mask and would just kill them. Would just rip their heads off. It was so good. That was like one of my favorite scenes. I was gonna say, I don't know if it is my favorite scene, because again, Mangle flying through the window, but definitely up there. That was one of the best moments, was that whole section of integrating the second game's gameplay into the movie. That whole scene of Mike trying to track all the animatronics and then disconnect the wireless connection. Freaky names of Fluffies, that's right. Five Nights at Freddy talk. That's not the only thing the Vince reaches his feet up to his stomach too. Wait, that's like, they're big. They're big. If he was real, there's no doors. Why doesn't the security office have fucking doors? Yeah, that's basically exactly what he was saying. Is where are the... What do you mean there's no doors? Like, seriously? Mango scene and gameplay scene are peak. Yeah, those are some of the best scenes. Even though I, again, don't think the ending was the best, the scene before the ending, that stuff was pretty good. Mingle going through the window. I hope that Mike is able to get a pay raise. Poor dude. Poor guy. I missed my opportunity to say this in theater, that it's sussy vented. Yeah, yeah, it is, huh? Another thing I was surprised by, I don't remember if this happened in the first movie, but I don't remember this happening. I do not recall there being any swearing or cursing in the first movie. If there was, it was only like 1 or 2 words. But there was more swearing and cursing than I thought there would be in my children's movie about children dying. Like, I've mentioned the teacher a few times. He does something really mean, and then you hear a kid in the back go, I don't remember the teacher's name, but they go, teacher's name, you're a dick. That caught me so off guard. There was no swearing because it was PG in the first movie, and the second movie is PG-13. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking, I did not remember any swearing at all in the first movie. So I was really taken aback when they started swearing, like midway through. Because it wasn't, even at the beginning, they did not swear until kind of like the middle end of the movie. When the teacher, yeah, someone calls the teacher a dick. The teacher was a dick, to be fair. No, the kid was spitting, like, he was right. Like, the teacher was a dick. What he did, that was fucked up. That wasn't right. And then there's another time where Mike talks to someone on the phone, and then after he hangs up, the person he was on the phone with calls him an asshole. She goes like, she goes, what an asshole, or something like that. And then Vanessa says shit at one point. I don't remember why she says it. But yeah, there was like a handful of curse words, at least 3, and it wasn't just like damn or hell. In my Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I was shocked. I tried talking to my wife about FNAF lore, but she was more interested in me visiting her parents. They don't know any FNAF lore. L Thanksgiving. Nah, you're so right. What's the point if there's no, like, one to talk about with FNAF lore? Boo. L Thanksgiving. Imagine at the Thanksgiving table, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie franchise. The movie franchise. Alright, where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald type swearing in FNAF 2 SMH? I wonder if it'll just like escalate with each movie. They're gonna start... By the 5th movie, it's gonna sound like Has-Been Hotel with the amount of cursing. It's just gonna get more and more intense. As it goes on, I like to imagine. By the way, my friend and me left during the credits, and then I had to go back because I left my phone and I had to quickly message my friends that there's a tape recording for the hint for the next movie during the end of the credits. Oh yeah, yup. They also showed a scene in the middle of the credits where a group of people go back inside the Freddy's franchise location and they find the Springtrap. They find the Springtrap suit that William Afton died in, and then they cover it up. More, the 5th movie would be FNAF World. Would it? Would it? Her parents didn't want to hear about the man behind the slaughter. Was very disappointed. Yeah, FNAF is super cool. Why doesn't everyone want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's? I don't understand. Everyone's got to get in touch with Five Nights at Freddy's now. This is gonna be the big thing that people talk about forever. It's mainstream now. One of my notes, all I wrote... This isn't even an opinion. This is not an opinion. All I wrote... One of the points just says Megan Fox as Toy Chica. That's a point of discussion. That's true. Megan Fox as Toy Chica. Honestly, I did not hate it as much as I thought I would. I don't know what I was expecting. I did think it was weird that like none of the other animatronics spoke though. Toy Chica Markiplier GIF, no! Toy Chica, Toy Chica. I still think it's funny that the animatronics just instant teleport for the final battle. Yeah, what? Bonnie spoke for one line. Yeah, Freddy also spoke for like one line. And it wasn't MatPat. Yeah, that's another thing I was kind of confused about, is I heard MatPat was supposed to be in it. I thought MatPat was supposed to voice one of the animatronics, but I don't recall ever hearing his voice. Get your dog! I'm sorry! I'm not controlling the dog right now. Ignore the dogs. I wish she would get me, SMH. But yeah, I thought MatPat was gonna voice one of the animatronics and then he never spoke. Do you think MatPat had to explain the entire FNAF lore to Megan Fox so she can understand her role more better? Yeah, dude. I can't imagine trying to explain the FNAF lore to Megan Fox. Like, she had to understand. She had to understand her role. Someone actually had to explain that to her. Someone had to sit Megan Fox down and tell her about the FNAF lore so she could play that role. Which, I mean, I thought she did a pretty good job. I mean, I feel like it would be hard to do a bad job. I'm not gonna lie. You just kind of have to talk in like a robot-esque voice. Robot-y voice. Just not sound human. But I do wish the other animatronics spoke more. I thought it was weird to have Chica speak so much and then have none of the other ones speak. I think it would make more sense if, like, all of them didn't speak very much, or all of them were talkative. I don't like that it was literally just Toy Chica that spoke. Megan Fox, more like Megan Chica. New identity. Let me stretch real quick. This reminds me that in X-Men, the actor who plays Charles Xavier gave him comics to read to understand his role better, and the first thing he said was, "Who put me in a comic book and didn't tell me, lol." Oh, that's funny. Yeah, my first impression with Megan Fox as Toy Chica was it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. I think she did as good of a job as she could. But yeah, I didn't like that it was uneven in line distribution for the animatronics. I didn't like that it was specifically Toy Chica that got all the lines. It felt like, man, of course Toy Chica. Why Toy Chica even? Like, why? Was it just because they wanted to have Megan Fox speak a lot? Like, why? She's not even like the main guy. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. Can't believe there was no "you won't get tired of my voice, will you?" iconic FNAF line. Yeah. Damn it, I was about to say that. Same thought. Five Nights at Chica's. Yeah, exactly. That's not what it's called. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. They're simps for Toy Chica chat. The producers are simps. That's like one of the reasons I didn't like it too. I was like, did they do that on purpose? Did they pick Toy Chica on purpose? Do they know she's like, we'll say popular? And that's why she's the one that was speaking basically the whole time for all the animatronics? Or is it because it was Megan Fox? Either way, I'm not a fan of that decision, I think. I would spend 5 nights there. Smash! Yep, that's right, that's right. I thought it's because the child was besties with Chica or something. That's true, she was particularly fond of Chica. But that was toy Chica, not like Chica. But I guess she did tell her she was like the same. Because she was like, what's up with your new body? And she's like, I don't fucking question it. Don't question it, child. That's a good point. That's a good point. I guess I just still wish the other animatronics got more lines. But that's a good point. That is probably why Chica got more lines. Is she was closer with Abby. And told her not to question her new sexy body. I'm gonna go to bed. Stay safe, everyone. Good night, the Pop Cop 001. Thank you for coming. I hope you had a good time. Sexy is right. This is why they did it. This is why they did it. People like you. People like you. If you've ever looked up Rule 34 Toy Chica, you're part of the problem. You're why this happened. I was watching the movie, and every time I was watching, the only thing I was thinking when Toy Chica was out and didn't Toy Chica didn't Toy Chica have bigger tits? Or did I look at too much fan arts of FNAF 2 as when I was in middle school? That is insane. That is insane. Where's the boobies? Why doesn't the animatronic have fatter tits? I thought she looked bigger. That's so funny. It actually changed your perception. Oh my god. Oh, I shat on the beginning scene a lot with the dialogue. I will say, and I've already seen several pieces of like fan art from this moment. The beginning scene when they're in, was it like 1982 or 1983 or something, that first scene, the visual of when Charlie falls through the stage and the marionette comes up and she's in the marionette's arms, that visual went crazy. That was a banger start to the movie. I love that. It looked haunting. Very strong start. Charlotte in the marionette's arms is insane. Yeah, I really liked how they framed that scene, how they went about it. Because at first I was confused why she like came through the curtain, but I really like how they did that. How they tied that scene together. Where at the very beginning she's waiting for the marionette to come out, and the scene ends with her dead in the marionette's arms as it comes out. Love that. That scene without watching the movie was something, but with context, I dare say I agree. It's kind of impactful. I really liked it. Just, I thought the visual at the end of that scene was very strong. Gotta clear my throat. The scene started with kind of corny dialogue, but it ended strong. It started kind of corny, ended strong. Whoa, I just lagged. Am I okay? Am I okay? From a filmmaker perspective, that shot is iconic in the movie. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think I've mentioned this several times already by now. When you lagged, I low-key toe twitched. I didn't mean to lag. I got scared when I did it too. I was like, oh god, what's wrong with me? Am I okay? I've mentioned the dream sequence like twice by now, I feel like. But okay, I'm gonna give a hot take. I'm gonna give kind of a hot take right now. First kind of hot take, I think. I didn't like the dream sequence. I liked seeing Circus Baby. I like seeing Circus Baby. I like that they showed us the animatronic, but I didn't like the overall dream sequence scene. it kind of felt like an excuse to get more William Afton in the movie. And it didn't add anything. Like, it barely added anything to the movie, in my opinion. I think what they should have done is, instead of doing the dream sequence, which felt kind of out of nowhere and weird, in my opinion, I feel like they should have just done a flashback with Vanessa. Because they were doing a good job at showing how her dad really traumatized her when she was in the cycling class. And she can't help but see him and have these, you know... She pictures him in her head and she can't really help it and she freaks out. I wish instead of having the dream sequence after that, they would have done flashbacks to her past to show more why she's like that, instead of having this like kind of disjointed dream scene. Because I feel like all that scene added was the context of him being very possessive and controlling, and that she was the favorite child. But you could have done that with a flashback. And I also think it would have been less confusing and you could have done more with it. Like, I think you could get more information that way. Like, give more information about Vanessa and explore her character more. And why she's so traumatized. I think you could explore that so much better in a flashback than you can in this dream sequence that's meant to be disjointed and all over the place, because it's a dream. It's meant to feel like a dream. A flashback would have been fire. Agreeing, yeah. I wish they did that instead. Because when I was watching it, my first thought was they just wanted more William Afton. They just wanted to put him in the movie more. Which is fine, but they could have done that. They could have done that, and I think in a better way. Low-key, a flashback goes harder with Baby or even FNAF 4 refs. Yeah, wouldn't it have been even cooler to see the animatronic, not in a dream where it's her subconscious, but in a flashback to where this thing is real, you know it's real. Obviously, I mean, it's probably real, and we'll see it again in later movies. But it would have really confirmed it, you know? Be like, oh, it's been there. Because they definitely could have still shown the animatronic, but done a flashback. And we would have been spared, maybe, from the "You shall be mine" line. Maybe we could have gotten some different dialogue if we had a different kind of scene. Yeah, yeah, that could have been cool. And it also could have been an interesting way to foreshadow the sibling thing. Like, maybe in the flashback, they could have shown little hints or Easter eggs that Vanessa has a sibling without explicitly saying it yet. Because we don't learn that, you know, she has a sibling till the very end of the movie, where Michael says, "I'm Michael Afton," or whatever. Wouldn't that have been cool? You would get better William Afton lines and maybe some foreshadowing, some more foreshadowing for the sibling thing. Some background stuff that could imply it, maybe. Mora rewrites the FNAF 2 dream sequence coming soon. Yeah, let me in the writing studio. Let me in. At least let me help with the dialogue. Please. Like, I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong, but I cannot fathom that more than one person worked on that dialogue and then gave it the thumbs up. The only way I can imagine that got greenlit is Scott Cawthon specifically wrote all the dialogue and everyone just said, well, it's his game, looks good, we won't change it. I can't imagine someone else writing all that and then everyone being like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that looks good. I'm Michael Afton, and you're watching Disney Channel. Yeah, that's what he does at the end, and then he uses the animatronics to draw the little Disney symbol in the corner. FNAF 2 Director's Cut. Yeah. High-key, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my headcanon is now. That's the only way I can cope with it. Is I have to tell myself, surely only one person worked on it. There's no way multiple people looked at that. Multiple people with control, I mean, because people could have read it and be like, wow, that's rough. That's a rough line, but Sadly, Scott Cawthon's the only one writing the dialogue, and I have no control over that. I don't know. I also think it's really interesting how they're navigating the whole Michael Afton versus Mike Schmidt thing. I think that has been really interesting. I've seen some people are mad and are not a fan of that because it is a very, very popular theory. I don't think this has been confirmed. I don't know for sure. I don't think this has been confirmed. I think this is just a really popular and the most widely accepted fan theory that Michael Afton and Mike Schmidt are the same person. Most people who like are really into FNAF lore, like the game lore, think that Michael Afton and Mike Schmidt are the same person. But obviously in the movies, that's not the case. But I get why. Because Michael Afton being the main character would have been really hard if they didn't like make him a child or something. How would I explain my thoughts? Because, let me explain it this way. When you're writing something like a story, you don't want the main character, to know everything already. You want the main character, the protagonist, to be discovering information with the audience. You don't want them to know everything already, because then the movie would just be info dumping on the audience. Michael Afton already knows everything about William Afton, but Mike Schmidt in the movie does not. I think this was their way of having the main character still be Mike Schmidt, but also be able to tell the story in a way that is slowly getting more information, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. But I feel like if Michael Afton was the protagonist, they would have to have him being a kid to start it that way. Because so then he'd see his dad doing the killing and put it together. Because if you start the movies with Michael Afton being an adult, then he already knows everything. He already knows William Afton is a murderer and it's his dad, and he knows about all the animatronics in the buildings and all the franchise buildings, and there's no mystery. There's no mystery, and there's no fun in discovering anything about the lore. So, I feel like the options were make Michael Afton a child as the protagonist, and you're watching him watch William Afton kill, or we have it done after all the killings and we discover what happened in the past, which is obviously what they decided to do. But that means they can't have the protagonist know everything already. We have to discover it with them. So I think it makes sense that Mike Schmidt and Michael Afton are different people for that reason of being able to tell the story in a compelling way. Yeah. Me being low-key impressed at more understanding storytelling. I'm trying. It's a little hard to explain, but I'm trying. Nah, that makes sense. Okay, this is good. Yeah, if the movie was Michael Afton, then there'd only be around 4 FNAF movies instead of 10. Yeah, and we'd hate that. Oh yeah, my dad's a fucking asshole. The end. Yeah, we'd already know how the murders were happening, where they're happening. There just wouldn't be as much mystery as the way they're doing it now. So I can see why people are upset, because they're thinking, oh, it's not the same as the game, and I want the movies to be the same as the game. But I don't think they would be able to tell the story as well if they told it exactly. So I think they do have to make those creative liberties and change a few things. Genuinely explained well, to be fair. Hell yeah. I'm glad you understood what I meant by that. Yeah, I also wrote that it got weaker as it continued. It's mainly because of the ending. It's mainly because of the ending that I wrote that. I mean, it was good. It was really good. But yeah, I think most people I have seen agree on the fact that the ending wasn't the best. It didn't make sense at certain points. Again, the ending was fucking something. Oh yeah, it was. It was something, alright. Yeah, it didn't make sense, like... there's so many things I can't grasp as well as maybe I should. Good evening, welcome in, Prowling Magus. I hope you're doing well. Are you still talking about FNAF 2, the film? That's right. That's right. I've been talking about FNAF for almost 2 hours. That is the topic of today. As opposed to FNAF 2, the video game. Yeah, we're not talking about the video game. We're talking about the movie where Mangle gets flung through a window. Yeah, no, that's gotta be my favorite scene, is Mangle getting flung through the window. Fun fact, the movie is 1 hour and 44 minutes long. Just as long as the stream. Oh my god, we're FNAF length right now. Everyone, round of applause. We're FNAF length right now. It won't last long. Take advantage of it while it lasts. We're about to talk about... Oh god! Thank you for celebrating. Yeah, I'm about to have been talking about this movie longer than the movie, like, exists. My question is, how the fuck did the toy models get from the OG location to the second location without their batteries dying? Yeah, there was some confusing things. Especially about the end, yeah. Speaking of FNAF, delayed Foxy jump scare! You know what pissed me off? How did the animatronics keep moving and doing shit when Charlotte was put to sleep and she was the only person that controlled them? It makes no sense. I saw people complaining about that, and I saw a response to that. I would need to rewatch the movie to, like, confirm this, but... And again, I'd have to rewatch the movie to confirm this and the order things happen, but I saw someone else saying that, and the response to that was, there is a point where they have the tracker and they're tracking the animatronics, and the connection gets rerouted. It says it on the screen, like the connection to the animatronics, the wireless connection gets rerouted. It is apparently then that control goes over from the marionette over to Michael Afton. That is the explanation I saw that people were giving. Again, I'd have to go back at the movie and look at the order of how things happen. That's just what I saw people saying. Was that when that connection gets rerouted, even if it's before the marionette like goes to sleep again, I think that's why. Is the connection gets rerouted over to Michael Afton at that point, which is why when the marionette is put to sleep, they are able to keep moving around. Because I was curious about that too. But you don't always like notice everything or remember what happened before when something is happening. Though I don't like the original animatronics coming back at the very end. Like the animatronic versus animatronic thing at the end, I didn't like. I didn't like the original ones coming back. I don't understand how they came back. How did they get there so fast? The OG animatronics, how did they get there? They are supposed to be also within perimeters. Why weren't they dead? I thought they were dead already. I thought they went to heaven already. That is the one thing I think I need explained to me. That is the one plot hole I think I need someone to explain to me. Is, I thought they went to heaven already at the end of the first movie. Why were they even able to do that in the second? I don't know the answer to that. Why were they able to move around again and have souls again? What changed? And then also, they were able to get out of the perimeters of the location, out of the Freddy's franchise location. They got out of the perimeters. They shouldn't have been able to get out of the perimeters. That was a really big point of contention earlier in the movie. Is that the animatronics can't get out of the perimeters. But the explanation that's given is, unironically, the power of love. They cared about Abby so much. Didn't Chica go out of the perimeter in the first movie? Did she? Fuck. But they said they can't. They said they can't. Because also at the end of the second movie, the soul of the little boy comes out, which I believe, I guess the boy is Chica. He's like, his soul is there, right? Which, first of all, I was like, okay, this is stupid. He's just there. I was like, okay, it's okay. I thought the boy was Golden Freddy. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. I think you're probably right. I don't remember which child is which animatronic. I'm not gonna lie. No, you guys are probably right. I don't remember. I don't remember which animatronic correlated to which child. So I would need to rewatch the first one. But the child appears after they're like, I guess, dying again. Which I was like, okay, this is a little silly. It's a little silly that the boy is just standing there. But I guess it's a metaphor. I guess this is probably like a metaphor for Abby moving on, seeing his soul, and coming to terms with it. And then Mike Schmidt started talking to the ghost of the fucking child. I was like, oh, okay. He's just there. Everyone can see him. So everyone in the room can see the dead child's soul right now? Oh, okay. Oh, it's not a metaphor. I'm in the theater and I tried to rationalize it in my head. I'm like, oh, this is like a beautiful metaphor. of Abby coming to terms with the souls moving on, and then Mike starts talking to it. Like, oh, okay, not a metaphor. We all see the dead child's soul. But yeah, I don't get why those animatronics, why those souls were not gone already. I don't get why those souls were not gone already. And I don't get why they were able to leave the perimeter for any other reason than we just loved and cared about Abby so much. We were able to break physics and everything, the laws of everything, because the love. Because love. Because Mike said, ooh, please, ooh, and they said, I protect my Abby Discord kid. Yeah, literally, Mike goes in there and says, if you guys really care, most manipulative bullshit, by the way, Mike. Massive red flag. If you really care about Abby, then you'll go protect her. Even though those kids were supposed to be gone. They were supposed to have moved on already. How were they there? That's genuinely the thing. I think the thing that bothers me the most is why weren't the souls passed on? Everyone, like, we thought they were. Abby thought they were. They just suddenly came back. Did they like go to hell and then come back from hell because Mike screamed so loud? Mike screamed so loud they heard it in hell and then came back into the animatronics. Maybe, yeah, sure. That's the explanation. That's the explanation. And then, yeah, they're also magically able to get... Oh, you made me a freak. Oh, now I look freaky. Ah. Freaky for FNAF. Ah. 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 I don't even remember what I was saying. Ah. Ah. I also find it interesting that Mike told Vanessa to go away when she helped save Abby and literally did nothing but help for like all of it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was really funny. I loved that. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but when he was like, no, just get away from me. I thought that I loved that. That is a hot take from me though. I don't know why I thought it was really funny. My thought process is, yeah, she helped at the end, but also she was lying to him and withholding information because he didn't know she had a sibling. He didn't tell her that. He also was never told that there was a second location that Abby could possibly go to. I don't think Mike was perfect. But I also think not Abby, am I saying the wrong names? Vanessa was being, like, secretive about her sibling, about Michael Afton, and being secretive about the other location. And I think that's why he didn't trust her anymore. Because it's like, I didn't know about this second location, and now this really awful thing has happened because I didn't know about this other location. Because you didn't tell me about it. He only found out about it because of Charlie's dad. And then all the animatronics are like in his house. Like breaking everything. I'd be pretty mad about that. I'd be pretty mad if that happened. And I could have maybe stopped it if I knew about that other location sooner. And then Michael Afton, I assume coming in was like the tip of the iceberg. Like that was like probably like the last straw. You didn't tell me about the other location, so I could have prevented Abby going there. You also didn't tell me about your crazy fucking sibling. So I think that's why he's like, get away from me, I want nothing to do with you. And it's funny too, because the first half of the movies, he's like, I can fix her. That was so funny. That was so funny. I think I actually laughed out loud a little bit when he's like, and I thought I could fix you. And she, her face, like, oh, dude. I wanted to fix the situation. I thought I could fix this. I thought I could fix you. And it's like, oh. Oh, Mike, you can't say that. Mike, you can't say I thought I could fix you. That's the wrong thing to say. Absolutely the wrong thing to say. Nah, they were both wrong in different ways. It is just like, goddamn, how the fuck are you gonna stop all that shit from happening? Yeah, I do really, really wonder how the next movie is gonna pick up. Because, yeah, at the very, very, very end, you see Vanessa gets possessed by the puppet. The puppet gets her. The marionette goes and possesses her next. What the hell are they gonna do with the marionette? What's the plan? What are they doing for the third movie? Like, what do you think? I'm actually so curious. Like, what's the plan? I'm just thinking about the third game, because that is the one that's considered the worst game. It has like one of the hardest scenes in it at the very end. It has one of the craziest scenes at the end. With the like, I'll always come back as he's like going to hell. I'm excited about that. I'm super excited about that. I just really wonder what the story's gonna be for that one. Because the only animatronic in that one is Springtrap. Which they did show in the middle of the credits. They showed Springtrap animatronic. But then what are they gonna do with the marionette? Yeah, I'm just wondering what the marionette's role would possibly be in the next movie and how they're gonna do all that. I also thought Charlotte was asleep. How did she possess her? The music box stopped playing. It only put her to sleep till it stopped. Oh, she woke back up! Dude, Vanessa needed to leave that house faster. She was playing around too much. She was hanging around. Too much loitering. Get possessed. Get possessed. Don't stand around. Third game is Oops, We're All Ghosts, and Afton, I'll always come back. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so curious what they're gonna do. Because that's literally just what it is. It's Oops, We're All Ghosts, and oh my god, you can't breathe. William Afton jump scare! But I am so excited. I'm so excited for how they'll do that scene. I'll always come back. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for that. It'll probably definitely be more focused on Springtrap and William Afton. Marionette Vanessa versus Springtrap. Final scene incoming. 100% confirmed. Wait. Why? Oh, that could totally be it. That could totally be it. Yeah, she has to fight him as the marionette. For the next movie, they should go to the Alien versus Predator route and do FNAF versus Ban Ban. That could be crazy. Springtrap versus Huggy Wuggy. A battle of a lifetime. I'd actually pay to see that. I'd pay hard-earned money to see that. That's a phenomenal idea. I'd be so down to see that. I'd be hyped. Plap, 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 plap. Get possessed. Get possessed. Go crazy. Plap, 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 plap. Get possessed. Get possessed. Get possessed. But my real question is FNAF 4, because aren't all the jump scares just a kid who's struggling with his anxiety and can't sleep because he's actively afraid and hallucinating all of the animatronics? Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, those are all hallucinations. I wonder if they're gonna build those ones. Aren't they called Nightmare animatronics? Let's be real, if they do FNAF 4, the animatronics will go so fucking hard. Exactly, that's what I was just thinking about. How the hell would they build those? That would definitely be the most intense thing they'd have to make. Nightmare, 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 nightmare. Yeah, those ones would be really crazy. I would be curious to see. Yeah, would they really build those? I mean, I'm already shocked with what they have been making and how impressive it's been. So I think they'll find the way. They've already been making some crazy shit that I already don't understand how they did it. So I don't need to understand it clearly. I don't need to understand it for them to be able to do it. So I've learned. Because I did not think we would see, like, Withered Bonnie. That was my favorite animatronic appearance-wise, just because it's so impressive. I mean, it's the animatronic and it's missing its whole face, except its jaw. Yeah, because if you die in FNAF 4, the character dies of heart attack because of how scared he is. Wait, that's so sad. I never even thought about it that way. Oh, I never thought about it like that. I guess he does have a little heart attack and die. Aw, poor kid. I do wonder. They could do... My first idea is they could do a whole movie that's a flashback, but I don't know if they would. But we're also only on the second movie, so we don't really know all of what they're willing to do. Like, they could switch protagonists. After this, we could be done with Mike Schmidt. We very well could, like, just move over to Michael Afton next. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. The set designers are gonna go overtime with this one. Oh, yeah. 100% they'll find a way, but it's so like, what the fuck is the story, brother? Yeah, that's gonna get really complicated. The longer the movies go on, the more difficult it will be to explain all of the plot and all of the lore, especially because they're just changing little things. Even if it's not massive things, those little things add up progressively. And, you know, it is rare that something is added into a story for, like, literally no reason, logistically. So they have to make it work somehow. What if they do it like The Godfather 2 and they go back and forth in different, in time, different POVs? Dog, I don't know if these writers can handle that. Yeah, I don't know if they can handle it. Because we have literally only gone back in time once for the very beginning. I think they're more likely to do a movie that is fully back in time, like a prequel type shit, than go back and forth. I can't see them going back and forth in time. Now I can feel it. FNAF 3 will be a masterpiece. I want it to be. I think it will be. Especially if they listen to criticism. Though, I don't know. Did they listen to the first movie's criticism? Because the thing is, I had no criticism for it, so I wouldn't even know. I loved the first movie. The first FNAF movie, biased, 10 out of 10. Biased, 10 out of 10. Unbiased, 8 out of 10. FNAF 2, I'll give you my rating. Now that we're like 2 hours in, I'll give you my actual rating. Unbiased, 6 out of 10. Biased, 8 out of 10. I can acknowledge that a lot of my enjoyment comes from it is funny FNAF. It is funny FNAF.
I removed 2 points from my unbiased score for stuff not making sense or stuff being corny. But I love them. I have so much fun watching the FNAF movies. I will keep giving them my money. Please keep making more. Luckily, we are pretty much guaranteed a third movie. Like, we are guaranteed a third movie. They already made back all the money they spent. I think they already made back like double the amount of money they spent making that movie just on the opening weekend. Or if not, close to double. Because I think the budget was like 39 million and they've already made back over 60 million. I think it was like 63 million dollars. So they've already made the money back. They'll probably make even more profit. Apparently, it is the second most, like, I don't know if it was profitable or watched, second most popular in some form movie for Blumhouse. Second most. Because the first one was the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. These are literally like their best performers. These are their best performers. Their most popular and profitable movie was FNAF 1. And then second was FNAF 2. It's amazing. Following the box office numbers, she's invested. I am. I want them to succeed. Even though they will not be listening to criticism. Even though they will not be listening to criticism. I will keep being sad. I will keep watching these movies. To be fair, Blumhouse doesn't usually have winners. It wasn't even just Blumhouse, was it? I might be wrong. Who worked on the FNAF movie? Is it? I don't think it was Pixar, but was it Paramount? Was it Paramount? Who was the other people that worked on it? Because it wasn't just Blumhouse. I just don't remember who it was. Was it? Wait, let me look this up. I wanna give you the. Was it Paramount? I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't just Blumhouse. If I'm correct about this, I think it was Blumhouse because I didn't see any other during the opening scenes. I saw there. That wasn't all I read though. It was the other people who worked on the movie, or at least like had it out. It was also their most profitable or like most popular. I wish I knew where I got that information from. Let me see if I can like find where I got that. Oh my god, it's called Twitter. It's called Twitter. I'm typing Twitter. It's called Twitter. I'm trying to find where I got my info. It was distributed by Universal? Yeah, okay, it was Universal, not Paramount. I was trying to remember. It was also their best. Even though critics hate it. Critics gave it a low 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh my god, that's bad. That's bad. But audiences rated it 88%. Oh my god. Wait, I need to find this. Yeah, I don't want to lie to you, but I saw it on a tweet, but I don't know where I saw the information. I don't remember. Because I don't remember the phrasing, if it was like most popular, most profitable, most watched. Yeah. I'm gonna keep looking stuff up. I wanna find this. It is the most stupid critic to audience scores ever. Yeah, it is so... The gap is crazy. The gap is crazy. Welcome in, No Expectation. I hope you're doing well. I'm really trying to find where I possibly saw this, and I cannot find it. I'm sorry. Well, I know the thing I said about Blumhouse is correct, but there was another person. I think it was Universal, but I could be wrong. And it's so hard to look stuff up on Twitter when you don't know the exact phrasing of what you said. Ooh, I will hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I cannot find it. With water? Absolutely not. That's not what that redeem is for. That's for me to drink more Diet Coke, silly. Yeah, I might stop looking soon. I really cannot find where I saw this. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that I cannot find the thing that I know I saw. Where's the more burp redeem? Absolutely not! Absolutely not! Absolutely not! That's why you gotta bookmark shit. I didn't realize I was gonna be citing a tweet. I didn't plan to cite this. Dude, oh my god, the search optimization on this website is so bad. I tried looking up Universal and most profitable, and I'm just getting... Is this a bot? It's talking about like United Health stock. Like the search on this website is so bad, I give up. Blumhouse isn't anywhere involved in that. It's like picking which words matter in my search. Usually when I search anything up on Twitter, I get porn, so it's better for you. It's going better for you, at least. Yeah, it's just pulling up stuff that is so unrelated. It has, like, one word. Like, it's clinging on to the word universal. And then it's showing me nothing about Blumhouse or nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's. But I found it. I did just find it as I was talking. Luckily. Okay. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. Well, I kind of lied. Let me just read you what it says. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 box office records. Domestic, it was the biggest December horror opening. I guess ever, because that's all it says. Biggest December horror opening. Biggest December opening for Universal Picture. Oh, I can't even speak. That's what I was thinking of, though. Biggest December opening for Universal Oh my god. Pictures! It was not their most profitable or most successful ever, but it was for the month of December specifically. For Universal. Biggest December opening for Universal Picture. Dude, I'm not even doing this on purpose. I promise. What's wrong with me? But is that not crazy? That's kind of crazy. Universal? I'll search up like you hate waffles and someone will have their cock out. Yeah. It was way too hard. It was way too hard to find this stupid tweet. I typed in Fortnite in search and no brother, I had to get out of there as soon as possible. Oh no! They have to fix it. They gotta fix this. Bro, I gotta get in there ASAP. I've gotta get in there. Yeah, it was the biggest December opening for Universal Picture. I'm gonna stop trying to say it. So not of all time, but in the month of December, and I think that's really impressive still. The biggest opening for a PG-13 horror film in 2025. Wait, really? Oh, PG-13. Okay. I was thinking, didn't one of the Conjuring films come out this year? I think that is... Yeah, okay. Second largest horror opening of 2025. I think that's because the first is The Conjuring. But it was the second largest horror opening, only after The Conjuring, which is also a movie series that's been going on for a long time and is pretty iconic. Biggest opening for a PG-13 one, though, in 2025. And third biggest opening for a PG-13 horror movie, I guess, ever. Oh my god, wait, this is a long tweet. There's so much here. Brother went from The Conjuring to The Conjuring to Conjuring. Having to put a lot of emphasis on that one. What else does it say here? Biggest opening ever. Whoa, ever? That's not the end of the sentence. Biggest opening ever. This is the biggest movie ever for a post-Thanksgiving theatrical release. Important to note the rest. Biggest opening ever for a post-Thanksgiving theatrical release. FNAF 2, biggest opening ever! There has never been a movie bigger and larger than this. They've never made a movie so big and round. And it's Toy Chica's. Yup, and it's Toy Chica's movie. No. You don't understand, guys. The movie is good. It was Universal's best opening weekend for a mascot horror movie sequel in the month of December during a full moon. Shut up! Is that what this sounds like to you? Does it sound like I'm grasping at straws that bad? No, guys, the streets love the FNAF movie. The people love the FNAF movie. Oh my. Let me take a sip of my drink. Anyway, this next point, biggest #1 weekend for a movie during post-Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, and Universal's best opening weekend for a mascot horror movie sequel in the month of December during a full moon. Wait, it really says that? Whoa, can you believe it really says that? Whoa. I didn't see that one coming. Biggest weekend ever in the post-Thanksgiving period for all titles at $150 million. Wow. Wow, they really wrote a lot. Damn. Yeah, that's how you know it's really successful. Really successful. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Date bio. Do you believe it? Date bio. The massive impact of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It changed lives. It changed lives. If you think that's impressive, wait until Steal the Brainrot movie comes out post-Thanksgiving weekend. Date bio. 100 trillion V-Bucks. Oh my god, I wouldn't even be shocked if something like that got made. I haven't thought about that possibility, but I could totally see that happening. I mean, the Emoji Movie existed. That's a thing that happened. I would actually not be shocked if someone tried to make a Steal the Brainrot movie. Or have you seen the Brainrot trading cards? No! That's so bad! Do you think there's scalpers? Do you think there's scalpers for the Brainrot trading cards? How valuable do you think the most valuable brain rot trading card is? How much do you think that's worth? Back off my goat emoji movie. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the emoji pop to that. Shout out to my favorite emoji, Gene. We sell them in my shop. People steal them. Oh my god, why? That's awful. I kind of want to look what that looks like. Steal the brain rot training cards? I gotta see what this looks like. Dude, what? This is worse than I thought it would be. This is somehow even worse than I thought it would be. I don't know what I was expecting. They look as awful as you'd imagine. Mora, show the class. Yeah, let me get a nice image. Are we so for real? Yeah, yeah, let me show you. Do you see that? Dude, that is awful. I mean, I know my brain is short-circuiting. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I can handle the brain rot. I mean, I know, like, the steal the brain rot shit is normally, like, AI images and this kind of garbage, but, it really is that bad. It really, like, this one looks bad. It really looks that bad. And people steal them? I hate the AI-generated spaghetti guy. It's so ugly. It's so bad. Mother Mora. Sorry, Mother. Show the class teacher. I have to stare at this shit in the eye whenever I go to the toy section. It's even more over than previously thought imaginable. Yeah, how do we come back from this as a society? How do we progress from here? Like, we really are shriveling up and rotting. And we're not even hiding it either. It's so very ugly. Ew. Oh my god. When we hit Skibidi toilet plushies, we were never coming back. I actually have a terrible confession to make based off of that. I have a Skibidi toilet hoodie. I have a Skibidi toilet hoodie, and it says Skibidi across the top, and then there's a graphic of a Skibidi toilet. When I need to get cozy on a cold night, I put on my Skibidi hoodie. My respect for Mora has fallen off. They hate me because I got drip. They cannot fathom. Unfathomable drip. The funny thing, the AI-generated spaghetti is an AI-generated concept from South Park. Interesting. And now we can never come back. All respect for you, Mother. Sorry, has been lost. All because of my Skibidi hoodie? All because of my Skibidi hoodie? I've done worse things on stream than own a Skibidi hoodie. Someone else getting on the Mora mommy train gets me feeling good. You're not the only one. Society has regressed. We really have. It's bad. I feel so bad for children. I actually feel so bad for children. Their brains like aren't they aren't gonna work. They're not gonna be able to process information at all. New model outfit idea. Yeah, should I become a Skibidi toilet? Would you guys like that? Should I get like a toilet? Should I do that? I could totally do that. I could be a Skibidi toilet for a stream. Well, I meant the hoodie, but... Oh! If you want to become a whole-ass toilet, yeah, I just become the Skibidi toilet. To be fair, this is my first time watching your stream. The bar was real low because I don't know what to expect, lol. No. Oh, come on. Become Skibidi for one April Fool's stream. I should totally become a Skibidi toilet. I could totally get an asset. I could totally get an asset of a toilet and just have it be transparent and then have it be between certain layers to where I'm in the, the Skibidi toilet. Dop, yes, yes! Dop, yes, yes! You can probably turn off your model's body in VTube Studio and just get a toilet PNG. You're right! I should just get rid of the rest of my body. Just be only the Skibidi toilet. That would be so bad. That would be so bad. Finally, I'm in touch with my real form, my true demon form, and then I become a Skibidi toilet. The demon goat's true form. Skibidi toilet. If only you were on the old stream schedule, would have been on a stream day, lol. Damn, I gotta find the time to become a Skibidi toilet. Should I, like, mention it, or should I just do it? There should just be no warning. One day I'm just gonna be a Skibidi toilet. No warning, one day I'm just gonna be a Skibidi toilet. Way funnier if you just start a stream as that, yeah. I think that's what will happen with no heads up. The only head up will be mine in the Skibidi toilet. Dop, yes, yes. You can do one day before April Fool's Day. Yeah, I'll have to think about a good opportune time to become a Skibidi toilet. And ignore anyone talking about it and just pretend like things are normal. Top 5 Christmas surprises no one expected without the Christmas. Oh my god. Guys, do you think we can have a Christmas miracle? Guys, can we together wish for a Christmas miracle? Can we put our hands together and wish for a Christmas miracle that Mora becomes a Skibidi toilet? Can the Christmas miracle of this year be Mora Crowley turning into a Skibidi toilet? Can that really happen? Can the world still be good? What is it, chat? Do I look different? Yeah, what's wrong, guys? I look the same as always. My Christmas miracle is you being hit by a bus. As a Skibidi toilet, right? After I become a Skibidi toilet, right? So I get to live out my dream, right? You can hit me with the bus only after I get to be Skibidi toilet. How's that? Is that a good deal? You know, if you become a Skibidi toilet, then please talk. Well, I'm that girl in the brain rot. Wait, what? Or better yet, don't. What if I did? What if I Skibidi toilet? Talk like that one girl in the brain rot GF comic, or better yet, don't. Yeah, should I change all my vocabulary and just start, like, talking fucked up? Just start talking wrong. 2 days before Christmas is the Christmas stream for us. Okay, okay. But would a Christmas miracle happen before Christmas or after Christmas? Mora, I'm sorry to say, but Brain Rot has fucking lore. What do you mean it has lore? Well, it shouldn't. I bet it's AI-generated lore. Unlike my beautiful and perfect FNAF franchise. Wait, let me look at a calendar. I'm gonna pull up a calendar. So I can see what days my stream fall on. I need December. I need December. How do you look at a calendar? Dude, it's so zoomed in. It's so zoomed in. Oh, it would be 29th, the Monday. That would be the stream after, right? No, I don't stream on Monday. I stream on Tuesday. You look with your eyes more. How do you look at a calendar? I'm figuring it out. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays. Wait, the first one after Christmas would be would be after Christmas Day. That's the 26th. That's the Friday. That's kind of perfect. Okay. You stream on the 26th. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. I got some things to keep in mind. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that you don't know how to read. I struggle a little. It's a good thing I'm practicing with Danganronpa. I practice reading by playing Danganronpa. That's so sad. How pathetic. Ooh, I'm almost out of Diet Coke again. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'm gonna get another drink. Let's get rid of the FNAF spoiler text so I can put the "be right back." Alright. Alright. Okay, I'll be right back. Your favorite little Skibbity is back. That's me. I'm your little Skibbity. Anyway. I got a can. I got another can. We're on to our second can of the day. I hate you. I hate you. You didn't like that one. You're not a fan of that one. You don't want me to be your little Skibbity? Let me be your skibbity. What the fuck, was that her speaking? Yeah. On me, on me. I was tabbed out and was like, what the fuck is playing? I'm going off the deep end, I'm sorry. After I saw the brain rot cards, I haven't been the same. I haven't been the same. No, it was the wind. I wish. Why, you guys don't like that? Am I not your little skibbity? Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't even care. I don't even care. Yeah, I didn't even want to be your little skibbity. I don't even want to be anyone's little skibbity. It doesn't even matter to me. It's not like I thought you'd let me be your little skibbity after I told you that I own a skibbity hoodie or anything. You stayed around, so I thought maybe it was okay, but it's fine if not. She's losing her last brain cell. I feel it falling out of my ear as we speak. I want to be the little skibbity Tamora Crowley, so I'm not like the rest here. Does that make me the big skibbity? The big skibbity? The mega skibbity skibbitysaurus. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I'll stop. On skib. Yeah, you know what? On skib. On skib. Alright. Let me open the second can of the day. We are on to our second can crack of the day. If you would like, you may rank my can crack on a scale from 0 to 10. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh. I think we have a good box of cans right now. I think we're on some real good shit. 8? A solid 9.5. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Welcome in, Comet. I hope you're doing well. 8.3 at best. Okay. This is better than the last one, though. 8 out of 10. Okay. Yes, yes. Mora should do some just chatting streams. It would be awesome. Monkey's paw curls. And she talks hours about FNAF, Skibbity, Italian brain rot. You're so right. Yeah, we'd love a stream where we just get to talk to Mora with no gameplay, and then this is what I bring to you. Yeah, that was an 8 at least. Hell yeah. This was our strongest can of the day so far. Ah. Ah. In the same goddamn song on loop for 2.5 hours. Smile emoji. This shit will be in your head. I am ingraining the song in your head. This song will be ingrained in your head. When you try to go to sleep, you will think of the stupid copyright-free background music I use on stream. Because I never commissioned background music. Yeah, can you put on FNAF by the Living Tombstone on a 10-hour loop instead, please? Wait, I should... Wait. I should put, like, instrumental FNAF music. Well, which song should we do? Should we just do the first song, Five Nights at Freddy's? We could also do It's Been So Long. I want to get the instrumental version of one of those songs, and we can put that in the background. Even though I'm pretty much done talking about FNAF by now. Here, Five Nights. It's been so long. Okay, let's do It's Been So Long. Whenever you type this in, it autofills to Since I Last Have Seen My Son. Like, why are people just typing out the full lyric? Instrumental. Oh, guys, and now I know how to loop stuff, so I don't even need to find a video that's an hour long. Because I know how to loop it now. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let's click it. Okay, I'm making sure I don't get any ads. Now let's make sure I loop it. Now that I know it's a thing I can do. This is what we're gonna listen in the background to in the background now. It feels so empty. Oh, it feels so empty when there's no singing. Bro, without the words, I legit said "ew" by accident. It feels so empty. Sing along, more sudden karaoke. Absolutely not. If you loop it, you still get ads when it loops. Wait, do you really? I don't want to start getting ads. I don't want to start getting ads. Is there a 1 hour version? This shit goes so hard. Want a break from the ads? Yeah, I do. Wait, this actually exists? There's actually an hour version of it? That's looped and it's instrumental? Really? Wait, let's see if she sings. Okay, we got something here. Oh, that's kind of crazy. There is a comment on this video from 6 days ago saying, hope this song is in the FNAF 2 movie. Well, it was at the end. Amazing. Isn't that awesome? It goes crazy. Oh, I just realized it still says "Be Right Back" on screen. I'll put that back. I'll put this here too. I don't... just for fun, it can go back. It can go back. It's been so long! I'm sorry. Who's listening to this in 2025? I was born in the wrong generation. This is real music. Yeah, there's gonna be comments like that on the Living Tombstone someday. Is it too loud? It looks like it's really loud for you. That's gonna be awesome when in like 2040 there's kids going back and commenting on the Living Tombstone being like, this is real music. Real music doesn't exist anymore. This is where it was really at. I'm going to laugh if it's one of those fake ones where they trick you and it starts playing the Nut Shack. I'll start crying. If it starts playing something else, I'll freak out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me do a big stretch. But yeah, I think I gave my full FNAF review by now. I would say overall, my big things would be, yeah, don't take it too seriously. It's meant to be a little silly. There's some stuff that doesn't make the most sense, but I still think it is a very enjoyable experience. And totally worth to keep seeing and giving my hard-earned money to. This review has made me decide to wait until FNAF 4 to watch FNAF 2 the movie. Is that where we ended up? No! I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But hey, you know they'll definitely make that many. You know for a fact that's definitely happening. There is already guaranteed a third movie. Guaranteed a third movie. So they just need one more movie to do well. They just need the third one to do well, and then they can make the fourth. I need them to get to FNAF World. That's when it'll really get exciting. I do wonder what the end goal is. How many movies they plan on making, because the ending of that second one obviously implied that they want to keep going and keep making more. And also, I think the circus baby that was shown for like 3 seconds max implied they want to keep going, because I highly doubt they had that made with the intention to only use it in that scene. But I just wonder how many of the movies they're gonna make before they're like, should we wrap up the story? Or, are they never going to because the goal is money? Yeah. They very well could just keep going forever the same way Scott Cawthon keeps making more games. The games already go on forever. So you could definitely make forever movies too. Wait, was Josh Hutcherson in this one too? Yes, he was. He was. I'd start whistling right now if I could, but I can't. I can't whistle. Brother, they still have the novels and shit they can work with. That's true. That's true. They can also pull from the novels. Yeah, there's an insane amount they could do. Because even if they wrap up the story we're currently on with, like, Vanessa, like, older Vanessa and Mike Schmidt, and we finish their story, what if they want to continue and they're like, let's do movies about William Afton specifically. Let's actually show him doing all the crimes and killing all the children. Like, let's make movies where he's really doing all that, going back in time. They could very well do that. They could... The possibilities are endless. That's one of the reasons I'm so curious what they're even gonna do in the third movie. Because there's a lot they could do. And yeah, they ended it with Vanessa getting possessed by the marionette. Which also, again, very curious to see where they're going with that. What their plan is with her being possessed. Where's she gonna go? Is she gonna live inside the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise building? The Freddy franchise building? The FNAF cinematic universe is a genuine threat. It is, because it just never ends. They just keep going. I mean, I remember after the 4th game came out and thinking they were surely done, and but they keep going. I mean, I used to really kind of be into FNAF. And it is now at a point where I don't think I could name all the games. I don't think I could name every Five Nights at Freddy's game off the top of my head. There is so many. She's going straight to hell. She doesn't even come back in the third movie. She just goes straight to hell. Yeah, imagine they do a sequence where Vanessa goes straight to hell and she starts talking to her father, William Afton. That's how it starts, them both in hell, talking to each other. I want to look it up. How many Five Nights at Freddy's games are there? There is 12! What? Wait, no, that one says 28, but there's 11 main What? The Five Nights at Freddy's wiki. Yeah, let me look at that. It says the franchise currently consists of 28 video games, 11 main games, 7 spin-offs, 6 DLCs, and 4 troll games. I think, what? Dude, there's so much happening. And when you look at the status, it says ongoing. It's not stopping. 53 books. Dude, that's more books than I bet you've ever read in your whole life. There's 53 FNAF books. There is 53 books, 8 novels, 20 anthologies. Okay, maybe I need to read. 9 graphic novels, 6 guidebooks, 3 coloring books, and 7 miscellaneous books. Bro, no wonder Matt Pat retired. Bro got tired. He said, I can't keep going. He keeps releasing more books and more movies. He keeps going. 53. Hey, Ozal, how are we tonight? Welcome in, Kaiser. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. But yeah, that's insane. The part that makes me feel like even worse for MatPat is he would read the novels too. He didn't just play the games. In his videos, he would cite the novels. There's 53 books! 3 coloring books! That's how you know they've really taken over the world. That's crazy. You think that's crazy? Search how many Warhammer books there are. That makes me curious. Wait, side note. How many Warhammer? How many Warhammer? End of sentence. Hammer books. I'm really misspelling a lot of words. What the fuck? What do you mean thousands? What kind of answer is that? Wait, what? Wait, I'm so... Wait, oh, why did it say that? Wait, what? There are around 462 books, about 30k and 40k stories. Oh wow. Oh, wow. I'm doing well, checking over my pets and my plants are in. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Belver was dedicated, but never truly knew how dedicated. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. Warhammer 40k is vast, to say the least. Thank you for the sub, Asar! I think my stream alerts aren't working right now for some reason, but thank you and welcome in! And 800 novels too. Damn, yeah, there's a lot here. There is a lot here. Hi, Moore. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. The FNAF 2 spoilers broke your stream alerts, SMH. Font too fiery. I guess so. This is the first time they haven't worked, so I'm not really sure why the stream elements isn't working today. I guess, yeah, the text is so fiery and menacing, it like couldn't handle it. That's crazy. It also says there is 3 horror attractions for Five Nights at Freddy's, Snapchat lenses, 2 films. Oh, it's so up to date. Multiple crossovers. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay. Is this all the games? Wait, why is there so many? Yeah, there's Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4! Then there is Sister Location, which, if you don't know... pushes up my glasses, if you don't know. Sister Location is the one that first shows Circus Baby, and she was just in the second movie. Like, they really showed her early. That's another reason I'm super curious with where they're going with this. Because they already showed her. I'm really curious to where they're going with, like, the backstory. I hope they show some more stuff in the past. I really hope they do. I don't know if they will, though. If the last movies are any indication, then no, they won't really go in the past. But I feel like they should. They should do more flashbacks. I really think they should. That would be like my second main criticism, because my first is the corny dialogue. My first is please get a second dialogue writer, please. Because my current theory is that it's literally just Scott Cawthon and no one is revising it. that has to be the only way. And then my second biggest criticism would be show more flashbacks. I think that would be cool. I think they should. Waiting for the FNAF Brawlhalla crossover. That would be so amazing. That would be so amazing. I'd love to play as a FNAF animatronic in Brawlhalla using my big Freddy fist gauntlets. That would go crazy. Dude, I don't remember what the weapon is called, but it's like an orb. I think it may be literally just called an orb, but the fucking orb that you throw around, that could be Chica. Chica could use the orb, and then the orb is the cupcake. Someone needs to hire me onto Brawlhalla. I got great ideas. This would work. This would work. Just you wait until they introduce the entire traveling ball pit. The time-traveling ball pit. Oh my god. Yeah, and like the longer FNAF goes on, I feel like the crazier the plot got, especially when it gets to like Security Breach. That's when I think it starts getting really outlandish. I wonder if they'll even go that far. I mean, as long as it's profitable, they probably will. Imagine a Security Breach movie. Now that would be crazy. That would be exciting. Imagine seeing Roxanne Wolf. I'm not a furry, by the way, but imagine seeing Roxanne Wolf. And then after Sister Location, there is... what is that? Pizzeria Simulator? Then it's Ultimate Custom Night, then it's Help Wanted, then it's Security Breach, then it's Help Wanted 2. And then, I guess, what is that? Secret of the Mimic? Secret of the Mimic. Imagine Roxanne Wolf. Awoo! Awoo! Instead of doing like a normal wolf awoo, it's like a sexy awoo. Awoo! For Roxanne Wolf. Awoo! I don't give her a normal howl. I give her my sexy howl. Awoo! Vanessa, the security has been breached. You know, with the level of dialogue writing, I don't put it past them to add that as a line. They would 10 out of 10, 100% say that in the movie. That fucking killed me. Vanessa, the security has been breached. 1,000,000% they would say that. And then there's a bunch of DLCs. There's one called Dread Bear. Like, what is even going on? There's FNAF World. I can't read that. There's one called Freddy in Space 2. What is happening? Security Breach Fury's Rage. That is a U2's game. What the fuck? What is happening? We're really losing the plot. There's a U2's game? Wait, I need to look that one up separately. What is that? What? Five Nights at Freddy's U2's game. What is that about? U2's presents Five Nights at Freddy's. U2's made a FNAF AR game. What? Why? Why? What's happening? What's going on? We're so lost. We're so lost. Oh, it's no longer available. Thank God, it's gone. It existed, but it seems it's gone now. We lost the plot 10 games ago. That's a really good point. It said, what, 28 games? Yeah, 28 video games. 11 main games. That's insane that there's just 11 main games. FNAF truly is the gift that just keeps on giving. It cannot stop. It actually cannot stop giving. The gift that literally cannot stop giving. It won't even if you ask it to. Yeah, no, I see why MatPat retired. You know he felt pressured to keep going, and that meant he would have had to read even more than 53 novels. You know, do you think he did the coloring books for research? There could have been hidden lore. He's a really thorough guy. I bet he did the coloring books. What if there's hidden lore in the coloring books, and then he completes the entire coloring book just to make sure? What if there's a hidden secret when you color it a certain way, you know? God, I hope he did the coloring books. Yeah, I love to imagine that. That's something I just love to imagine. 28 video games. 8? The Bite of 87? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's parallels everywhere. He must have planned it this way, surely. It must be like Scott Cawthon's amazing creative mind that made this possible. He totally won't add a 29th game. Though I did think it was interesting that it said, what's it called? Secret of the Mimic was a mainline. I didn't really know where that sat in the franchise. Oh, you know what? Speaking of FNAF, which we've been doing this whole time, I've mentioned this before. I don't remember which one it is, though. But on Epic, it's not there anymore. But you could buy a Five Nights at Freddy's game for free. Oh my god, it is. It's the one about the ball pit. It's Into the Pit. I have Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit because Epic was giving it away for free, so I got it. It was the ball pit one. Yeah, we got the ball pit game. That was considered one of the spin-offs, I think. Wait, let me look. This is crazy. Wait. Yeah. Dop, yes. I want to see where it sits. I want to see where that game sits. I have to reopen this. Where does it put that game? It put it in a spin-off category. Okay. These games are usually in a different genre than the core series and take place in their own separate canonical I need to read more. Oh no. Continuities! I'm not stupid, guys. I know that word. Continuity. Into the Pit is in there. Okay. She's in the pit of it. Everybody knows. From the screen to the balls to the pit to the spring. That goes crazy. Wait. Maybe I could get into the pit. Secret of the Mimic takes place way before the whole timeline, before even FNAF 1. Damn, that's crazy. Damn. Some of the spin-offs have no lore significance, but some do, and the pit is one of them. It has lore. Oh, okay. I wonder when I'll start that. I do wonder when I'll start that. Right now, I'm playing Alien Isolation and Danganronpa. Those are my continuing games. Those are my story games. Though I would like to play Into the Pit. That may be like the next story game once I finish one of them. Though, if I finish one of the games, it'll probably be Alien Isolation first. Just because, oh my god, Danganronpa is so long. And Danganronpa is such a long game. And we just finished Trial 2. And that's where we're at. Next stream is actually a Danganronpa stream, so we're making progress. It's just each chapter of Danganronpa takes like 3 streams. Only 100 more weeks of Danganronpa and we'll be halfway through. Literally! No, actually, that's how it is. Because I try not to play the same game 2 weeks in a row, because I like to switch it up and, you know, be a little variety streamer. But with Danganronpa, it takes me like 3 streams to get through one chapter. I love to sit and yap and give my commentary. What can I say? So it's gonna take a long time to get through Danganronpa. I don't remember exactly how many chapters of Danganronpa there are, but it doesn't matter because we're nowhere near close to being done, like at all. We're not even close to being halfway done at all. Speedrunners finish the game in like 3 hours. I'm really like taking in the Danganronpa. What can I say? I'd say you have a Danganronpa week one time. Yeah, really? Really up it. There's like 5 or 6. Yeah. There's like 5 or 6 and we just finished the second trial. Next stream is Danganronpa, and I'm picking up immediately after the trial. So I don't even think it'll be like a stream where we're raising friendship. I think that'll be a lore drop one. That'll be continuing the story and probably searching around the school more. Speedrunners don't do the Hifumi voice either. They got nothing on you. That's right! That's right! Round of applause for that. That's right. That's why my playthrough is better. Because I do all the silly voices. I put my heart and my soul into that Danganronpa gameplay. So it may take 200 weeks, but it'll be 200 weeks of love and passion for Danganronpa. I'm really like making myself out to be the worst type of person. Today, I talk about Five Nights at Freddy's the whole stream, and now I'm talking about Danganronpa. Oh god. Dude, I'm such a loser. Such a loser. Dude, I finally stopped talking about Five Nights at Freddy's and I move on to Danganronpa. Oh, I'm stuck read-along stream win. Oh god, oh god, dude, it seems in character now. That's the worst part. You're hopeless. I am. Perhaps Undertale, Deltarune, AO3 read-throughs as well. Oh no, oh no. What am I becoming? What am I becoming? Danganronpa with FNAF 2 music in the background goes crazy. We're colliding worlds they would hope to never see together. Danganronpa and Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy killed Sayaka? I can't let him get away with this. I gotta find all the evidence and prove that Freddy Fazbear is the Blackened. I actually tried reading Homestuck. I think I was like in high school or something. I tried reading Homestuck and I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I read like the first chapter. I had a friend that was really into Homestuck. I had multiple friends that were really into Homestuck. I couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. I did not get into Homestuck. Gun to my head, I'd never read Homestuck. Hashtag rip to half my friends who loved that shit. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Gun to my head, I could not do it. I couldn't get myself to keep reading it. It's not for me. But I had friends that were really into it. Oh man. Yeah, no, we're not. We're not gonna be reading Homestuck. Luckily for you guys, we will not be reading Homestuck. Undertale though? I don't know. I've actually never even played Undertale. I've seen people play it. Like, I've seen playthroughs a long time ago. Like, I watched the Jacksepticeye playthrough when he first played it. But I never got, like, super into it. Luckily, I've kept my vices at just, like, Danganronpa and, like, Love Live. Like, Vocaloid. Which is super cool, right? Not a loser, right? And I look around and I see, like, hundreds of dollars worth of anime figures in my room. I really am hopeless. You're like a cryptid. Yeah, I know Undertale. I watched Jacksepticeye play it. Yup, that's right. Yeah, I know about Undertale. Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye play Undertale when his hair was still green. Can you Secret the Mimic on stream? It's also a story game. I've actually played all of Secret of the Mimic now. I don't remember how long ago that was. But it was earlier this year. I played all of Secret of the Mimic and I finished the game. I think it was 3 streams in total. How many hours did I have in that? I want to look. I'm curious. How long did it take me to complete that? Secret of the Mimic. 11.7 hours. Got 11.7 hours in Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Yeah, that was a few months ago, though. Huh. There's a true ending if you want to get that. All collectibles plus funny minigame. Honestly, I'm not sure. I had some issues with the game because technically speaking, I did not finish the game. However, if you look at the last stream, you'll see why. I don't know if it'll still do this, but I was playing the end of the game. I was in the final chase scene. The final chase scene when you're still in the building before the final car ride. When you're exiting the factory. Or whatever that building is. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called, but you pull the generator? Is that what it is? Either way, my game bugged out, and you can see it on stream. My game bugged out, and I couldn't, like, pull on the generator or whatever it was. The thing you yank. My game bugged out, and I couldn't finish it. So I had to stop, because, like, I literally couldn't. The generator, yeah. For some reason, the controls just wouldn't work. I physically couldn't do it. I physically could not complete it. Within, like, literally the final 5 minutes of the game. Like, final 5 minutes of the game after over 11 hours of playing. I could not complete the last, like, 3 minutes. I couldn't see, like, basically the final cutscene. Because for some reason, my game just bugged out and I couldn't get through. Hi, hello, welcome in chat. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Daniel. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's been fixed either. I'd have to go check and see if it's been fixed. But during that last chase scene, for some reason, it just wasn't working. It was just bugged or glitched or something happened. And I wasn't able to pull on the generator. Let me take a sip of my drink. All right. Have we had fun? Have we had fun talking about Five Nights at Freddy's for like 3 hours? I would change topics a little bit, but then I would go back to Five Nights at Freddy's. So we have really been talking about it for like 3 hours. The only time the topic changed was for me to talk about Skibidi Toilet and Danganronpa. That's awful, actually, in retrospect. Our main topics, our big main topics were Five Nights at Freddy's, Skibidi Toilet, and Danganronpa. Oh yeah, so thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for watching my bullshit. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's great. Secret of the Mimic is eventually gonna get some form of DLC too. Ooh, that would be nice. That would give me a good reason to go back. I'd kind of like that. That would give me a good reason to go back into the game. No, yap, more. More yapping. Danganronpa at Skibidi Toilet Bray Rots. That's the stream title. Yeah, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Here for the FNAF 3 spoilers. Wait, what should happen? Can we make up something? Can we spread misinformation on the internet? Can we come up with something to happen in FNAF 3 and then like spread that around? Leaked sources Writers accidentally leaked this happens in the FNAF 3 movie. Vanessa fucking dies. We never get to a white woman jump scare, she dies. New Jersey explodes, would be peak. Oh, that would be crazy. You're right, that would really like amp up the stakes. Last time they like destroyed a house by like flinging Mangle inside the house through the window. We need to up the stakes. Destroying a house isn't enough. We need to blow up the state of New Jersey with Vanessa in it. Chat, Vanessa gets killed by the puppet. Yeah, we need to make this true. We need to make this true. We need to spread it. Spread it. Write it down and spread it. New Jersey explodes and Vanessa dies. FNAF 3 leaks. Springtrap fights Kermit the Frog, not clickbait. Yeah, they got an incredible collab. An incredible sponsorship deal. In a dream sequence. Wait, that's the best way to sell it. Wait, Sky, you're right. That may be the best way to sell it. It happens in a dream. That's so funny. Only way to get rid of everyone is to lure them all to Jersey and explode it. I like to imagine. Do you think it could convince people of that? Because there was already a dream sequence last movie. It's like, because she's possessed by the marionette right now, it makes her dreams like really wild, and she dreams of blowing up New Jersey. In the dream sequence, New Jersey gets blown up. And it's like a metaphor for something. I don't know. I'm really grasping at straws here. You could tell it in a convincing way, I bet. I'd watch that. Yo, this could build a pipe. This could build a pipe. Spread it, spread it. Spread the news, spread the news. There's a dream sequence in which New Jersey blows up and Vanessa dies. No, wait, New Jersey blows up and cuts to Terminator 2 nuke scene. There's so much potential here. During the War of 87. Yeah, they changed the plot a little. They wanted to amp things up. They wanted higher stakes. In the movies, instead of having the Bite of 87, they have the War of 87, and then they blow up New Jersey. The music in the background is making this seem really legitimate, isn't it? I believe it. I believe it. New Jersey never existed in the first place. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, there could be some crazy plot points here. Crazy things could be happening. They could go insane places with this. Places the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise has never seen. Because Mangle on the car, Mangle attacking the car, it was crazy. This is true. But we've seen that kind of thing in Five Nights at Freddy's before. Like in The Secret of the Mimic game, when the Mimic gets on top of the car and starts attacking you. Been there, done that. It was really awesome to see, but we need to do something more. Like, I don't know, blow up New Jersey. How about that? This could really be what the movies need to do. To not just separate themselves from the games, but to make themselves even more intense. Add something unique, you know? You want something special to the movies that you can't find in other FNAF mediums, like the novels or the games, you know? This could be a great direction to go in. It's New Jersey, no one is going to miss it. It's not even livable there, lol. It's the perfect spot. It's the perfect spot to blow up. We have to lure all the animatronics there and blow up New Jersey. Ballora is in the end credits for no reason. Yes, yes! That's good, that's good, that's good misinformation. Ballora in the end credits for the next one. Yes! Spinning and stuff. Only way to make sure you get them all, yeah, if you put them in a space the size of New Jersey, that's the only way we can ensure this works.
Otherwise, it's too big of a risk. It's too big of a risk to fail. It has to be all of New Jersey. All of it. But yeah, I'd probably give FNAF 2. I'd give it, like I said, my biased score, because I love the silly movie, is like 8 out of 10. Unbiased, 6 out of 10. My enjoyment of it, though, was like 9 out of 10. The issue is I'm trying to use like my brain that understands like storytelling, but then the other part of my brain just loves silly FNAF. 6 or 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's about around there. Yeah, it's about around there. 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Yeah, it's around there. Yeah, for sure. 6 or 7. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you like that? 6 or 7. Oh, nah. Gotta go walk my rock. Yeah, you can't watch that. I'm sorry. That was probably hard to watch. That was probably rough. They added a 6-7 emote to Overwatch. Why? Why? No. No, it's so over. It's awful. Mom, you're a lost cause for this world. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. That's the moral of the stream. I'm so lost. I'm so lost and it's so over. Moral of the story. I'm so lost and it's so over. It's so over. There's brain rot trading cards. It's so over. When will they add the fat fucking chud emote? Yeah, you know what? I'd reinstall Overwatch for that. It's been well over a year since I played Overwatch, but I'd totally reinstall for fat fucking chud emote. I'm such a fat fucking chud. Oh my god. Let me take a sip of my drink. Big stretch. Wait, I'm still stretching. I'm like really contorting myself. I've bent backwards and now I'm bending forward. You know it's over when brain rot is giving a corporation that houses predators and children money. Oh my god. Yeah, it's over. We're so lost and it's so over. But also, FNAF 2 was a great movie. If I'm using my information processing brain and my honest analyzation, it's a 6 out of 10. Pure enjoyment, 9 out of 10. What can I say? What can I say? I do think I liked the first movie more though. I think I still like the first one the most. I'd put the first movie like a point higher. A point or two higher. And like I said, next stream I will be playing Danganronpa. We will be continuing after the second trial. We just finished the second trial last stream. So that means after the trial, we will be getting more information about the school. We'll be getting some more lore before we get to talk to our best friend Hifumi. Thank God we'll get to talk to our best friend Hifumi. FNAF 2. Sleep. Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc live action. Yeah, that's what we're awake for. The second movie is better because they did a Mortal Kombat finisher on Balloon Boy. That's true. There were some scenes that were like crazy. The second movie had some scenes that were better than the first.
That really helped. And yeah, for me, it is the scene with Mangle on the car getting flung through the window and the Balloon Boy scene where he gets his head twisted off. Definitely. Those are some really strong points in the movie. And I like the scene with the teacher dying. I like the scene with the teacher falling over, crawling, falling over, crawling, poorly hiding, and then getting his head crushed. It was so silly. It was so stupid. I loved it, even though I really was not a fan of the "what's going on in your head" corny little cheesy line that you knew exactly what they were going to do with. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. Let's see. Let me see who I want to raid. Let me turn off the music. We're turning off the music. It's happening. It's gone. You know a video game movie they should really make? And I'm totally not biased, but Super Monkey Ball. Imagine a Super Monkey Ball movie. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love that. Wouldn't you totally want a Super Monkey Ball movie? All right, let me open this. It's so quiet now, isn't it? It's so quiet now, isn't it, huh? Oh, sorry, I'm like taking a sip of my drink. I haven't even started looking yet. So serene, yeah. It's the calm after the storm. That's the best way to think about it, is this is the calm after the storm. That was the live stream. Super Monkey Ball featuring Dante from Devil May Cry and Knuckles. This could go crazy. This could go crazy. Alright. Who do I want to raid into? I'm gonna raid into Umbra Karasu. Alright. Alright, and hopefully I can say everything I want to say in time. Should I start speaking now? Maybe I should start speaking now. What do I need to say to you guys? Alright, well, my next stream... What day is it? It's Tuesday, right? My next stream will be on Friday. It'll be Friday at 6 p.m. CST. That is the same time that this stream started. My streams start at the same time every week. On the same days every week. I post my schedule on my YouTube channel. If you look in my YouTube post, you can also see it in my live tab. You can also see it on my Twitter, which is @MoreTheGoat. And then you can also see it in my Discord server, the Goatly Getaway, and my personal Discord. Yes, that is all the places where you can find my schedule. And I stream same times, same days every week. Tuesday and Friday at 6 p.m. CST is the current schedule. And next stream, I'll be playing Danganronpa, like I said. Yes, 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 yes! I also posted a short last week. I haven't posted the one for this week yet, so go check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. And I'll say this one more time. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube. It happened, honestly, a lot faster than... I ended it. I rated. Hey, YouTube chat still sees me. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even say what I didn't... I'll just say the outro. I said my Twitch viewers, there's no... Wait, did I not do it? Did I not do it? I'm still here. Did I do it wrong? I did something. Did I do something wrong? I was left behind. Oh, some people went over there. Wait, let me type real quick. Oh my god, I meant to end the stream. Well, thank you guys. I didn't expect it to happen that quickly, and I'm really grateful. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I hope you will keep spending more time with me, because I really enjoy streaming and VTubing and that stuff. I wasn't ready to do this like this. Oh god. I'll end it with the usual. Bye.